I request all the students to kindly accommodate yourselves and settle down. I repeat, I request all the students kindly accommodate yourself and settle down quickly as we are. Except the volunteers, I request all the students to kindly be seated. Kindly accommodate yourselves. I can see vacant seats here and there. So kindly adjust and accommodate yourselves. We are about to begin our program. Once again, I repeat, all the students, kindly settle down fast. There are vacant seats here and there. Please accommodate yourselves. I request all the students to kindly settle down. Please accommodate yourselves. I am always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught, is a quote by Winston Churchill. A very good morning to all the dignitaries, respected father, faculty members, and students. A new day is all about discovering new things and overcoming fears, waking up and achieving good things in life. A warm welcome to the inaugural session of Connect-2024, an Industry Institute interaction program conducted by St. Mary's Centenary College of Management in collaboration with Department of Business Management, Osmania University, and St. Mary's Centenary Degree College. It's a privilege to have all of you gathered here today as we embark on a journey of collaboration and knowledge exchange between academia and industry. As we come together, we recognize the immense potential that lies in bridging the gap between theory and practice. This interaction serves as a platform for us to leverage each other's strengths, share insights, and foster innovation that drives real world impact. Today marks the beginning of a dynamic partnership aimed at nurturing talent, addressing industry challenges, and co creating solutions that propel our collective growth and development. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed guests from the industry for gracing this occasion with your presence. Your expertise and experience are invaluable assets that will enrich our academic pursuits and guide us towards excellence. To our faculty members and students, I urge you to actively engage in this collaboration, seize the opportunities it presents, and contribute your skills and ideas towards shaping a brighter future for our industries and society at large. Let us embark on this journey together with enthusiasm, open mindedness, and a shared commitment to drive meaningful change. Once again, on behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you for iConnect 2024. Light symbolizes life and energy. Lighting of the lamp is a symbolic movement that signifies the dispelling of the darkness and igniting of thoughts and enlightenment. It is our honor to invite all the dignitaries for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. I kindly request all the dignitaries to come forward and light the lamp before we begin our program. Thank you all for honoring us with your presence once again. Before we move, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty. We will start with a prayer song and Bible reading. I invite our college choir to lead us in a time of prayer. I request all of you to kindly stand for the prayer.
A reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 100. Shout joyfully to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness and delight. Come before his presence with joyful singing, known and fully recognized with gratitude that the Lord himself is God. It is he who has made us, not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with a song of thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Be thankful to him, bless and praise his name, for the Lord is good. The word of the Lord, thanks be to God.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because His great name. Thank you, choir. Please be seated. Dance is a form of art to express our spirit. To welcome you all, I now call upon Nandini Priyanka to welcome a dance for all of us.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
Thank you, Nandini, for that graceful performance. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest, as quoted by Benjamin Franklin. Our college provides a platform for students to explore, experiment, make mistakes, and learn. We work with a motto, never be afraid to try something new. I now call upon Ms. Nischala to present a brief report about our college.
A very good morning to all of you. It is indeed a moment of pride for me to stand in front of you and talk about my college, which has many incredible achievements to its credit in the very first year of its remarkable journey. St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, Secunderabad, established in the year 2023 by the Hyderabad Archdiocese Educational Society, is a co-education Catholic institution. The college functions under the patronage of His Excellence Cardinal Pula Antony, Metropolitan Archbishop of Hyderabad. The college is centrally located in Secunderabad with a state-of-the-art infrastructure. The college strives to enrich and leverage interactions and associations through industry, academia, partnerships, memorandum of understandings, value-added courses, collaborations with government and non-government organizations, institutions into a premier academic institution that fosters diversity, value-added education, research, leading to sustainable innovation and transforming learners into leaders by embracing an environment. The college has an intake of 120 students and offers specialization in finance, marketing, human resource, entrepreneurship. Even though the college in its infancy, all the seats are filled with no advertisement or any marketing strategy. This emphasizes the amount of trust people have in the brand of St. Mary's. The college is well furnished with the state-of-the-art infrastructure with a total of 7 classrooms and 4 tutorial rooms. The institution has smart classrooms, well-equipped library with a wide range of textbooks, national and international journals. a fully air-conditioned auditorium, canteen facility, and auto drinking water are some of the amenities provided by the college to ensure a conducive learning environment for the students. Highly skilled faculty members, all of them doctorates from OU, are providing us exceptional knowledge with a vast experience in teaching and research. The college has conducted many kinds of events like national seminars, international conference on Viksit Bharat, navigating the path to development and excellence. In the very first year of its inception, the conference serves as a platform to explore innovative strategies, share insights, and collaboratively chart a course towards development excellence. The college has organized workshops on business analytics, financial markets, prevention of sexual harassment, POSH Act, and campus to career. All these workshops were helpful in understanding industry trends and preparing ourselves to be industry ready by the time we finish our course. Industrial tours to Alip, VHub, and NIMSME were also organized for the students. These visits gave us real-time exposure to the functioning of various industries. They were also a source of motivation for all the students to consider entrepreneurial opportunities. The college proudly celebrates all festivals, national events, promoting national integrity, unity, tolerance among all the students, which created holistic management and a friendly environment. The college has organized Sports Day to encourage students to develop talent in sports, club activities such as football, kho cricket, volleyball, badminton, chess, caroms. The college is working with a long-term perspective and has many initiatives to build a strong foundation for our current and future students. The college is planning to conduct a national level management fest which provides a platform for student interaction. The institute is also planning to set up an incubation center to motivate and encourage students for entrepreneurial activities. In order to connect with the industry, through this platform, we decide to have a professional collaboration and memorandum of understanding to benefit our students to expose to skills required for industry today. Later, this could help them for internships and placements. This strong professional relationship will radiate into future batches of students for a strong professional bonding. The St. Mary's Centenary College of Management is also planning to conduct an educational tour to Singapore. About iConnect 2024 is a comprehensive initiative aimed at providing participants with invaluable exposure to industry, practices, trends, and network. It is meticulously designed to equip individuals with necessary experiences required to excel in today's dynamic professional landscape. The program serves as a structured platform that bridges the gap between academic knowledge, real-world industry experience. The focus of the program is to provide participants such as students, graduates, professionals transitioning into a new field with opportunities to engage directly with industry experts, gain practical insights, and develop relevant skills. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nischala. It's now time to invite all the dignitaries and the resource persons for today's program. I now invite our director, Reverend Father Dr. P. Anthony Vinay of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management to kindly come on to the dais. I request our students to honor Father with a bouquet. It's an honor for me to invite Dr. Bhaskar Rao Garu, Chairman, Kim's Group of Hospitals, to come on to the dais.
Dr. Bhaskar Rao, a medical doctor by profession and an entrepreneur. He is the chairman and founder of Kim's Group of Hospitals. Currently, the chain has 12 hospitals across Telangana and AP. Dr. Rao was instrumental in formatting the community health insurance scheme, which is widely known as Arogyasri. Dr. Rao was awarded with EY Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Times Healthcare Achievers Award, Times Healthcare Lifetime Achievers Award. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. It's an honor for me to invite Professor Y. Jahangir, Placement Officer, Department of Business Management, Osmania University, to come on to the dais.
Professor Y. Jahangir is a professor of Department of Business Management, Osmania University. He has 25 years of teaching experience. He has published more than 42 research papers in reputed national and international journals, guided 15 research scholars, edited 4 books, and co-authored 2 books. With years of experience, wisdom, and dedication, he has not only imparted knowledge but also served as mentor and inspiration to countless students. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Mr. David Mario, Vice President, Organization Development from JP Morgan Chase & Co. to come on to the dais.
David Mario is a human resource professional with 20 plus years of diverse experience in various HR roles. He has led various leadership roles in healthcare industry like Apollo Hospitals and Assure Hospitals, Dubai. He is a human resource and OD partner. He worked across cultures and geographies in matrix reporting structures to successful delivery learning and organizational development goals. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now call upon Mr. Debashish Ghosh, Senior Vice President, HR, Barcadia, to come on to the dais.
Mr. Debashish Ghosh is a senior human resources professional with over 2 decades of experience in HR. He led both global and Indian organizations across multiple industries and locations. He was featured in Forbes India magazine as India's 50 Best HR Leaders 2021 and in the Silicon India magazine has Top 10 Most Promising HR Leaders 2020. He sits in the industry advisory boards, committees of several universities and B schools. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Ms. Ruhi Sayeda, Global Head HR from Next Quarter, to kindly come on to the dais.
Ruhi Sayeda, an MBA graduate with an LLB specialization in women's law, brings 14 years of experience in HR. Beyond the office, she is proud to hold triple certification in POSH and POSCO, reflecting her dedication to promoting women's empowerment and safeguarding vulnerable member of her society. She received a Social Impact Award at T-Hub, Hyderabad. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. It's an honor for me to invite Mr. M. Sadhu Sundar, Managing Director at Patancheru Enviro Tech Limited.
Mr. M. Sadhu Sundar is an engineering graduate from JNTU. He joined in state government in 1985 and worked for 7 years in engineering, in chief office as assistant executive engineer. Later, he joined as assistant director of industries. He became deputy director and joint director during his career. He held a number of challenging positions in his government service. He is currently a managing director at Patancheru Environment Tech Limited. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Mr. Ram Chandar, Global Head HR from Dhanush Group, to kindly come on to the dais.
Ramchandra. Ramchandar Madala is a highly acclaimed global CHRO and strategic HR business leader with proven achievements in strategic HR. He holds a doctoral degree from Osmania University. He is also speaker at national and international forums and conferences. He is also startup investor and mentor for more than 9 companies on HR tech, edutech, and guides on strategy, product and HR transformation. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Mr. Yogit Anand, Marketing Head, Telangana State Dairy Development Cooperative Federation, to kindly come on to the dais.
Yogit Anand is working with Telangana State Dairy Development Cooperative Federation Limited since November 2019. Got recruited to TSPSC as zonal in charge, looking after marketing and sales activities for the entire zone. He is an MBA graduate from School of Management Studies, University of Hyderabad. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Ms. Mary Charmaine, Business Process Lead from TCS, to kindly come on to the dais.
Mayur Shaman is currently Business Process Lead for the Transactional Procurement, Supply Chain Management. She has been working for Tata Consultancy Services for the past 5 years. She has been part of IBM, Paxos System Private India Limited, having an experience of 10 plus years in the corporate industry. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Mr. C.S. Krishna, Practicing Company Secretary and ex-Vice President of IndusInd Bank, to kindly come on to the dais.
C.S. Krishna has over 2 decades of experience in banking and financial services domain. With over 10 years of experience in various banks, he is qualified company secretary and an MBA. He also worked with Andhra Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and Indiabulls Financial Service Limited. Currently, he is practicing company secretary by profession. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Ms. Nilofer Tabassum, co-founder of Good Universe, an NGO, to kindly come on to the dais.
Nilofer Tabassum is a distinguished professional in the field of social works and social science. Renowned for her impactful contribution, she is a co-founder of Good Universe, an NGO dedicated to addressing the intersection of climate change and gender issues. Her achievements have been honored with prestigious awards, including the Trendsetter Award, Social Impact Award, in recognition of her NGO's impactful initiatives. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. I now call upon Mr. Malcolm Magnus, Executive Director, Ascend the Skills Hub, to kindly come on to the dais.
Mr. Malcolm Magnus is the Executive Director of the firm. He carries 22 plus years of experience in overall operations. He worked with HSBC Data Processing India Limited for 7 years. He has conducted CRD programs for more than 30 plus degree, PG and engineering colleges in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. He was also instrumental in monitoring and handling the training delivery of all government projects under NSDC. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Ms. Catriona Magnus, Senior Director, HR, Thomas Reuters, to kindly come on to the dais.
Ms. Catriona Magnus is an HR leader with 25 plus years of experience in human resources, experience that covers all facets of HR. She is a strategic HR leader with a passion of driving organizational excellence and fostering a culture of innovation and inclusivity. She loves to travel and explore new places as well as experiment in kitchen and create new dishes for her family. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. I now invite Dr. Ravi Kumar, Director, School of Health Management, KIMS Hospital, to kindly come on to the dais. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you, Father, for honoring the guests. A true leader does more than manage others by enabling individuals to reach their highest potential. Reverend Father Dr. P. Anthony Binay, our founder director of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, holds a doctoral degree and he has published many research papers and authored a book on reforms in education. Our founder director, with his exceptional visionary leadership, always motivates us to aim higher. Connect-2024 is a dream child of Father. He always emphasizes on transforming students to be industry ready, and hence today we have begun our journey of industry interaction with this event. I now request Father to address the gathering.
Dear distinguished guests on the dais, my dear staff, dear students, and all the students who have come to our campus for the first time from different colleges. Good morning to one and all. How are you this morning? Fine? So all the St. Marians, give a round of applause for all the other participants. So today we have students from other colleges also. So thanks for coming and participating in this program. This iConnect program, we have told about this and we have given some information about this program. But today we are realizing that it feels very happy to see the student community together with experts from the industry, together collaboration and networking. So I think this day is a wonderful occasion for you students, because when you are preparing yourselves later to take on some job in the market, you have so many questions in your mind, so many doubts that you have. How my career should be, what sort of direction I should go, where are the opportunities. So therefore, this kind of seminars, symposium, this will help you to get an insight into the market, the world around you. So today I would like to tell you that make use of this opportunity. Listen to the experts what they are going to tell us. If you have some doubts and suggestions, if you have any queries, feel free to interact with them, because these kind of opportunities are very rare. As we see the panel, so many from the academic side, from the industry, is here. So like that, so many people are here. Okay. Maybe some problem with this mic. Hello. Yeah, check. All right. So today, as I told you, we are happy to have all these wonderful people with us. They have given their precious time to all of us. So let us make use of this opportunity. And there is a saying, they say, where there is will, there is way. Where there is a will, there is way. But I think in this contemporary, in this modern world, we have to have a different saying. Where there is a skill, there is a way. Where there is a skill. You need to have the right skills to take on this competitive market that is around you. So that is why listen to the advice of the experts who have come here. And most of the time we always emphasize from the academic side also, the teachers are always emphasizing along with the academic program, try to learn something new each and every day. You have to learn some kind of additional skill. Then only you can take on the right job and be in the market, because it is so competitive. And in this regard, I would like to tell you, when I was doing my degree, my studies, the courses that you have now, they were not there that time. What you are studying now, after 10 or 20 years, there will be something, a different world. So always, constantly, you have to keep up with the pace of the world. You have to learn something new each and every day to be in line with what is happening around us. Now, very soon, AI is going to take up, a lot of, everywhere, the industry, everywhere, they are going to use the tools of AI. But we should know how to operate, how to use, how to work with AI. These kind of skills are very much necessary. Recently I was watching news. Singapore government, when they introduced the budget for the current year, 2024, in the budget they allocated a special fund. They're going to train the entire nation in AI. All the people above 40 years, it is mandatory. They have to go through this training. And they kept it very, very affordable and free to all the citizens. Upskilling. So they want to train all those people above 40 years old, because to keep up with the current world, that is how the world is planning. That's why we should also take some lead, some advantages, whatever we can. Because in India, there are a lot of opportunities. You can do wonders, provided you have skills. So that is why today I invite you for this program, and also try to gain something out of this by participating. I'm happy that so many students have registered, and I welcome each one of you. And I appreciate all the students of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management. And today you see them working so hard, and they are the ones who took initiative to organize, and they were working so hard to make this program success. Thanks and appreciate them. Can we give a round of applause? So once again, I welcome all the dignitaries of the days, and thanks for coming, and we wish you a wonderful and pleasant day here. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for the inspiring words. I now invite Dr. Bhaskar Garu to kindly share some thoughts with our students.
Good morning, everybody. And Father Anthony, Vinay, and all the delegates from different fields, and the faculty and the students. Today is I Connect. What really mean by I Connect? I means what? Yeah, you have to connect. When you connect to the society or your surroundings, you build when you connect to your surroundings, you build the empathy, which is most important in life. You connect to the top management, you get the ambition and knowledge and to build your career. If you connect your teachers and your parents, you get ethics, values, which will build you people to a different platform. So when you want to do this, when you want to build as a leader, so you need to connect all of these people, and you have to build as a leader. When you are becoming a leader, the other people should be able to accept you. So that means what they want, how you can able to build as a leadership, that will be, it is your responsibility to see. The other important thing is the communication is the most important thing. It is not the communication, it is not one-way direction, it is a bi-directional. When you listen many things, you gain knowledge. If you keep talking, you get bored, the other people will get bored, you won't gain anything. The second important thing in our minds, whether do we get all the jobs or not. For everyone in this country, there are plenty of degree holders, there are plenty of job opportunities that are available, but there is a disconnect between these two. Many people are not getting jobs, but at the same time, there are a lot of vacancy. The difference is, if we can able to put, okay, I will ask one thing. Ask means A-S-K. A means attitude, S means skills, K means knowledge. How many marks you will give each one of that? How many people will give maximum marks for knowledge? Please raise your hands. Only 2 people. How many people will give? Maybe 10 people. How many people will give maximum marks to skills? Plenty. Almost 90%. How many people will give maximum marks to attitude? Some duplications are also happening. Okay. I personally feel, if you want to achieve your career, 100% I will give to attitude. Okay? The reason is, if you have a right attitude, you build your skills, you build your knowledge. When you have skills, when you have knowledge, you people don't have the attitude, you will never grow. How many of you know how many of you want to work as a sweeper or a lift boy or a ward boy or some sort of a class 4 employees after degree? Please raise your hands. No one. Do you know what is the dignity of labor? Raise your hands. How many people know dignity of labor? Only one out of all this. So that means there is a basic issue here. Okay? People, what is that basic issue? You people all have ego. Okay? That is the reason you people don't understand the dignity of labor. Understand? The other thing, along with this dignity of labor, you have 2 things. Okay? Comparisons and expectations. That's why you people are not growing. You people are all educated today. You got the degrees in a good institutions. Tomorrow you will come back. You don't understand the dignity of labor, and as well as you keep on comparing for other people, then you will not be nowhere. When you become a good in the college, when you come back and join a post which is given by any organization, you have sufficient knowledge, skills are there or not with you for that particular post. How many people do you think that you have sufficient knowledge, a post which has been given to you? Suppose a BCom students come back and did an MBA and a finance, do you think you have an 100% knowledge to perform your job perfectly? Yes or no? Huh? No. So, when you say no, that means like you joined an MBA first year, when you join in a post, you should be able to be a learner. You are not a matured person. The day when you have that attitude you build in it with you, you try to learn. When you try to learn, you will be able to grow. If you don't try to learn from the first job, you will never be able to grow. That's why the organizations are suffering a lot. We get the degree holders, but without sufficient knowledge for that particular post is concerned. So once you come back and join, you should be able to spend at least 2 to 3 years, isn't it? So that you acquire the sufficient knowledge and skills, provided you have a good attitude. Then afterwards your growth will start. I personally, when I spend about 30 years on education and 10 years in the medical profession, 5 years my MBBS, 3 years my postgraduate, 3 years my super specialties. After that another 3 years I went to Australia as a fellow. Then I came back and I started drawing about 25,000 rupees. The same 25,000 rupees I used to pay to my patients because they are willing, they are coming forward to get operated by an young surgeon even though I am well trained because I am learning from them. That is the attitude I had. For 2 years of my entire salary, I paid to my patients, for poor patients, because they can't get it done without lack of finance. So that means they taught me. So the first job, when I've been trained so well, India and overseas, I never put forward saying that I'm well trained, I need demand. I need to know the ground realities, what's happening. That's why where you people need to be able to learn. Okay? The other important thing we'll tell, a good institution of a well-established more than 100 years, a fantastic teachers, a good management looking for your growth. But of all these people are giving the same lectures by the same people. Out of 100 people or 60 students, there are 10 or 15 will go to the top ranks. The rest of the people will be medium and some of the people will be dropped. Where is the fault here? Who is the variable factor? It is you. The student is the variable factor. For all 60 students, same classroom, same benches, same laboratory, same management, same teachers, same everything. But you are the variable person. The people who understand all those things, they will grow. The people who don't understand anything of this, they will always compare. Okay? And then expectations will be too much without having a sufficient stuff with you. Please try to understand, go back, look into this attitude, and the dignity of labor is the most important thing. Whenever you want to join in the first 2-3 years, you are investing your time to learn for that particular job, then sky is the limit for you to grow. Even if you join as a junior executive, you can able to reach to the CEO. Today, 90% of the Indian jobs not able to reach to 1 or 2 cadres. The same guys, same medial or lower people, if they go to overseas, they will also reach to the top because they will teach you how to perform your job, and then you create an ambition, you change your attitude, and then you keep on growing like that. So the difference is, it is you people should be able to do. There are plenty of jobs are available. I am sure all the people who are here, they struggle with their employees. That's why they are not able to perform. If they perform, it will be any unit, any organization will be able to grow. Okay, before I close, I will ask 2 more questions. What is the meaning for I? Huh? I. What is the meaning for we? Huh? So, I for what you people are thinking, not I. I is illness. W means wellness. The reason why I am saying is, you always say I, you will never grow anywhere. If you always think we will grow together. That's where I am saying communication is the most important thing. You need to be able to understand each other. When the people keep asking questions, you will grow. If you don't ask or you don't invite any questions, you will never be able to go. So, few important things. Some of your colleague who joined in IT is drawing about 1 lakh, you are paid 20,000 rupees, that is comparison is going to kill you. Comparisons for expectations are going to kill you. You put your I, you are gone. You put we, you will be somewhere else. Okay? I, we, comparison and expectations you do. Comparisons for betterment, expectations for the capacity of the person. If you know these few things, you will grow. So from tomorrow, I expect, first you need to enter into any job you got it. Learn from there. Don't expect for any money. Spend your time for 1 year or 2 years. Understand that job perfectly and then demand money. Then only all of you will get jobs. All of you will be needed in this country. You don't need to go anywhere else. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir, for that inspiration that you've given to our students. Before we move further, I would like to call upon Mr. J. Koteshwar Rao, Associate Faculty Member from NIMSME, onto the dais. On behalf of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management, we welcome you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Y. Jahangir, sir, from the Department of Business Management, Osmania University, to speak a few words with the students.
Very good afternoon. Very good morning, sorry. Dignitaries on the dais, I congratulate the director, brother and Reverend Father Vinay, and he has taken a great initiative in the beginning itself. This is the first batch of MBA of this college. In the beginning itself, they are very keen, very clear about their objective. They wanted to give quality education to the students. Really, I congratulate all the students who have opted this college and joined this college. As rightly emphasized by Dr. Bhaskar Rao sir, he rightly mentioned attitude. Sir, in the classroom we teach about attitude and concepts. Here I am there to in fact I am here to listen to the industry people, what exactly they are looking for. So where we can improve our academics very much, we say it is a industry and academics interaction. In this interaction, there must be some outcome. The outcome should help our academicians to change our curriculum and change our attitude towards the industry, change our student attitude also. This is what I am looking for. From my side, I tell you, I request all the students to learn the concepts clearly. They are expecting concepts also, not only your ask. Sir was talking about ask, attitude, skill, and the knowledge. At the same time, your concepts also equally important. I request you all to learn the basic concepts of management and basic concepts of our economy and basic things of this. And don't be afraid of the AI. AI is not going to take away your jobs. Rather, it's my understanding, it may give you new opportunity. And as your director was taking the reference of Singapore government is different, that they are in advanced in everywhere. So here our governments are different, but here we have to learn on our own. So you need to definitely learn about how to work with AI. At least let us learn, even including me, let us learn how to work with AI. That is what the fundamental requirement today. But I don't think immediately AI is taken a industry completely occupied. They should tell you, they are going to tell you really AI is occupied or AI is dominating. But it takes time. It's my only assumption. It takes time, but let us not afraid of that. And another thing is ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT as an assistant. Don't allow ChatGPT to dominate you, my dear friends, my dear students. Use ChatGPT as assistant to you, right? Not as your master. So this is what I wanted to tell you. And also I would like to emphasize on certain things. All industry people are looking for your leadership skills. that begins from the initiative. You need to take initiative. Initiation only it proves your leadership skills, how you take your colleagues and your classmates, and how you'll make up a team, and how you'll lead the team. That is what they are expecting. And coming to the accounting skills, but accounting practices in the industry, what I learned is it's not same that we teach, because there are so many gaps. That gaps, I think definitely they are going to talk about those gaps. That gaps you please underline and write, take a notebook and write down those gaps. So let us work on, including me, let us work on those gaps, because what we teach is different, what they practice is different in accounts. Sir was putting you a question, a BCom graduate directly or taking MBA finance and is not capable of carrying the job. So means you are not ready for the job. So that they are going to tell you, that I am expecting from them. At the same time, HR, I have seen there are HR vice presidents and presidents, global heads. They are going to tell you how to nurture, how to make your right attitude, and how can you listen more to your subordinates or to your peers. Today, entire industry is talking about 360-degree evaluation and 360-degree development. So this I wanted to listen from them. And I wish particularly the Dr. Vinay Garu, the father of this college and director of the management, School of Management, St. Mary's, and also particularly I wish the best wishes to Praveen, principal or HOD of the MBA department, and all the teachers who are working in MBA, all the students who have worked for this event, really this wonderful event where we are all going to learn together, including me. And thank you. I also thank all the industry leaders who have accepted this college invitation and share their knowledge with these upcoming students and upcoming leaders. I wish once again the college the best wishes, and let them flourish, and let them give the same kind of, this is a beginning, you started with well, and continue the consistently, you continue and improve on it. We are from university side, we are there to support you, and also we expect many more things. And thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity. And finally I say concepts also equally important. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for the words of encouragement. I now invite Mr. David Mario to kindly share your experiences with our students.
Finally, I can carry my bit paper openly. 3 major takeaways I had. Where there is a skill, there is a way. That's an amazing statement. I is illness and we is wellness. I'll never forget that, sir. And use ChatGPT as an assistant and let it not dominate you. Amazing takeaways, which I personally had. A big round of applause to all these 3 statements. Good morning to everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. Let me start with a real-time situation which I came across recently. I hope you know Barack Obama. All of you know? Who's he? Ex-president, right? Perfect. The New York Times interviewed Barack Obama and asked him a statement saying, how come you are the most popular man in the world for the last 5 years? What is the secret behind it? We see you flying kite. We see you taking the dog for a walk. You keep playing along with your daughters. You spend so much of time. What is the secret behind that? So Barack Obama said, every night before I go to sleep, usually they wear on sandals, right? They wear on sandals. I remove my sandals, I throw it under the bed, and I go to sleep. So that next day in the morning when I wake up, I'm down on my knees trying to pull out the sandals from my bed. And while I'm on my knees, I remind myself I need to be humble and I'm just a human first. So that leads me to the biggest question that you had. Will AI take up my job? What will AI do? AI cannot replace empathy. AI cannot replace human touch. But the fact of the matter is, by 2025, 85 million jobs will be taken over by AI, but 97 million jobs or 97 million new roles will also be created. This is published by PwC, by EY, Ernst & Young, as well as our own company, JP Morgan & Chase. Okay? So, 97 new roles will be created. With technology emerging from 2001, from Oracle till Cisco till Microsoft, you keep going from 2001 till 2024, with every technology that has been emerging, no job loss has ever happened, at least I have seen that. But people were always scared. There were always a new role gets emerged. So keep that in mind. So the big question is, are you prepared for that new role? The big question is, are you tweaking your skills to adapt to the new role? Flexibility is when you go and do yoga, when you're able to bend and touch your knees, is flexibility. But adaptability is a new game changer. Are you being adaptable? Are you adapting yourself to the changing environment? So quickly, I took already 3.5 minutes. There are 5 skills I will talk about it, which I see nowadays and which we want as an organization during the interview. Number 1 is networking skill. When I say networking skill, I'll give you an example. In one of the interview, I asked a student, without naming the college and all, I've seen all your academic credentials and you never scored more than 60% anywhere. How would you manage and cope up with our regular job that you do within our organization and also continuously keep learning and clearing certificate like AWS, Cloud, Azure, so many certifications? Will you be able to manage? That was my question. Okay. You know what he said? Mr. Mario, I'm in regular touch with all my alumni who has joined JP Morgan already. So they told me clearly how it works over there and I'm well prepared. I know exactly what is your 3 months program, 6 months program and 9 months intervention and I'm already prepared for that. So when I say networking, it's not going to LinkedIn and giving connect. That's not networking. Getting to know the inside information of the organization through your networks or through your alumni, through the people who are here sitting, that is networking. And how you're using that networking during your interviews, that is networking. Second is communication. Communication is not speaking good English. Okay? So when I say communication means, how are you articulating your concept? Sir clearly said that you should learn your concept, right? I forgot all my MBA concept. I did my MBA long back. Today you asked me about human resource management. I have no idea about it. I did MBA in HR. But when you're communicating to somebody on the concept, you should communicate such a way so that I understand that you understood the concept in the real-time example. That is communicating. Not speaking good English or good Hindi or good Telugu or good Tamil or Malayalam. Clear, right? How well can you articulate that concept in an easy manner where the interviewer or where the organization could understand that concept clearly. All of them communicated, right? They all communicated a concept, but It was so easy and for us to understand. Third, whatever you do or die, you have to live with Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. End of the day, that beautiful slide you have to show during your appraisal, the beautiful slide you have to show during whatever work you're doing. So be a master of Excel, PowerPoint, and now we have goldfish attention, right? Goldfish attention means we cannot have attention span more than 1 minute. So learn the art of storytelling. That is the fourth. If you watch Steve Jobs' videos, only one slide, only one picture, but the entire concept is conveyed via storytelling. And the last is business know-how. When I say business know-how, there is a competency in the organization called business acumen competency. Understand the business clearly. What exactly is the role that you're going to do? What exactly, how a business work? Which job you're applying for, which company? What is the business all about? You understand clearly. So these are the 5 skills that I want to leave you with. And always be humble and have empathy. And AI could never touch you. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful experiences that you've shared with us. Now, I request Mr. Debashish Ghosh to kindly address our students.
Good morning, students. Are they your students there or the students here as well? No, there is a reason why I'm addressing everybody as students, both people off the dais and on the dais. And I'm sure people on the dais would agree with me that each one of them that you see here are actually students. And they are probably here because they have been the very good students. And even today, each of them are learning. So round of applause for the big good students here. And for you as well. If there is one message that I want to say here and leave you with is that, always when you study in a college or in a school, there is a pass out date on so and so date, on so and so year, I'll pass out, and you hope that learning will end. Learning will never end. Right? The more you grow in life, you'll realize that you have to learn more and more. And only when you learn more is when you can sit in the dais. How many of you like biryani? Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Who doesn't like? It's a bad question, right? Everybody likes biryani. How many of you can cook biryani? Oh, that is a big number. I'm happy to see some boys and men raising their hand. How many of you can tell me what is some of the very key ingredients required to make a good biryani? Kya chahiye? Yeah. It is extremely important. A lot of, you might be talking about good meat or good paneer. Yeah. Maybe some good quality of ghee. Maybe some good quality of masalas. Yeah. You need that. Maybe some good quality of course, the rice. Yeah. But what is the most important thing? Salt is the most important thing. Is it okay to use normal rice and not, we can still make a biryani. You can still make a biryani without a ghee using a refined oil, right? But can you make a biryani without salt? If you make a biryani too much salt, yeah. So salt is the most important thing. But do we ever say, when we enjoy the biryani, both in restaurant or on our mother cooks for us, do we ever say, biryani mein aaj namak bahut acha hai? Do you ever say that? Never. Right? Because, salt is something which is people don't appreciate so much. When you think about your life and your career, okay, sometimes we want to be appreciated like the rice, like the ghee, like the meat or so on and so forth. But really, those are all secondary. Your value lies in the contribution that you do. Your value lies when you are not in that biryani, when you're not in that work, how are people missing you? Okay, that is very, very important. So when you think about who you are in the biryani, think about you as a salt, because that is the most important thing, right? Um, how many of you think that smart work is more important than hard work? Smart work more important. All right. And down, hard work, 50-50. Others don't want to work. There has to be some work, no? Either hard work or smart work. Yeah? Okay, unfortunately, we'll still have to work, whether hard or smart. This is something which has always kind of confused me. Do I work hard? Do I work smart? In fact, I still do not know the definition of smart work. I'm still finding. If people know, figure that out, let me know. But let's think about smart work for a moment. And let's think about really smart people. In the 21st century, if I think about smart people, really smart people, okay, I can think about two names. I think they are so smart that sometimes I think they're not human beings like you and me. They're like aliens. They are like exceptionally brilliant people. One of them is no longer with us, Mr. Steve Jobs. Would you agree he was really smart? What he did, he really changed the world, right? Another person who is still with us, who is exceptionally smart, someone like Elon Musk. Have you heard about him? And do you agree he is smart? All of us struggle being a CEO and CHR of one company, but he's a CEO of 5 companies. And the kind of things he's doing, he's just exceptional. Do both of them work hard? They work exceptionally hard. If you read about Steve Jobs' biography, autobiography, and I think he's a biography there by Walter Isaacson, and also know about Elon Musk, they actually work very, very hard, despite the fact that they're also very smart. So one thing that we'll look for, and I also urge you that people may confuse you about this whole thing about hard work, smart work. I'm sure you are very, 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 very brilliant and very, very smart, but don't forget that hard work is the most important thing. There is no substitute for that. Okay, what is this? My hand, right? And what is this? My head or my brain. And what is here? Heart. All of us use these 3 things. Remember this, H. All the work that we do it through our hands and through our head, which is brain, and also through our heart. A lot of us think that, if we only use our brain, and the brain is the most important thing, and I'm the smartest person, and therefore I don't need it. Is that right to think that way? Do we need hands? Do you need to work as well? And do you need heart to deal with people? Okay, and that is what you need. Use the right proportion of hard, your head and your hand to do your work. So don't get confused between, this hard work and smart work thing. Hard work is the most important. Even if you are smart, which you are, still keep working very, very hard. One more message, because I don't want to take time. We want all listen to all the students out here as well. One thing about success and failures, right? And some of our speakers talked about that as well. One thing that we look for, and one thing that you must be thinking about, is how to handle and manage failures. Okay, when we are sometimes as students, and when you see successful people, you see people who have achieved so many things in their lives, isn't it? So many records and so many things in their life, right? And you do not see their failures in their life. Have you heard about Sachin Tendulkar? Yeah? Not Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar. By the way, Virat Kohli is very, very hardworking, even though he's very, very smart. Would you agree? There is another example of a hard work. But Sachin Tendulkar is a god of cricket. I know Virat Kohli, some of you might disagree, but he still has to beat the 100 records to come too close to Sachin. Sachin Tendulkar, while he scored 100 international hundreds, he actually did not score a century for 8 innings, and only in the every 9th innings he scored a century. Right? And here we are, sometimes we fail one interview, we get disappointed. We feel the second one, we get very upset. And you have third one, we are really disturbed. This failing and failing is something you will experience a lot going forward as you move up in your life. So make that as a part of your life. You can only learn from your failures. I don't think there is so much of a learning from our successes. So all of us have a list of achievements. No, this is what I have done. I have got this score. I have done this and this. All of us loves to keep a list of our successes. I would request that you also keep a list of your failures. And the list of your failures has to be bigger than the list of your successes. If you're not failing enough, if you're not failing fast, trust me, then you are not learning. Your list of successes at some point will go smaller and smaller and smaller. Right? So make sure you keep a list. You challenge yourself. Things that you don't like doing, okay, make sure you do that and challenge yourself, and make sure your list of failures, when you write it down, is longer and longer and longer. Right? I live with one small story about, I started with the fact that everybody is a learner, everybody should be a student all their life. This is the story of Ambani, not Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, the original Ambani. And who was that? Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani, do you know how he started his job? What was his first job? Correct. As a petrol bunk, not an owner, at a boy in the petrol bunk. He used to fill the cars with petrol. That was in the Gulf many years back. So obviously with that job, he had very less salary. Barely enough to manage his own life. Plus he had to send money back home to his parents. Right? So whatever he had to do, people used to save the money and use it very cautiously. So it is a story of Dhirubhai's first salary. And at that time in the Gulf, he was staying with 5 other people. In the small room, there were 6 of them used to stay. And that evening, he got his first salary. It was, I think, about 30 rupees at that time. Very less salary. And you know, everybody was planning how to save that money and spend that. His friends saw Dhirubhai Ambani actually getting dressed like I'm dressed right now in a suit, boot, tie, and he was going out. So friends got very curious. He dress was pehan ke, he said, Dhirubhai, where are you going right now? He said, you know, I'm going to a 5-star hotel and eat food in the salary that I got. Now remember, having a food in a 5-star hotel salary is not bad. But it is bad when you're earning only so much, and it is bad when you're spending your whole money in that. Would you agree with me? You cannot waste your money eating in a hotel when you have only this much of salary. So his friends was trying to stop him. Are you a fool? You're bewakoof insan hai. He's only got so much of money, he is going to waste all his money going to a 5-star hotel and waste the entire money. They tried to stop him. They tried to make sense. But Dhirubhai would not listen. He went for his 5-star hotel meal. In the evening, after 3-4 hours, he comes back to his small room, and his 5 friends were waiting for him. They were still very angry with him, very upset, because they were good friends, and he's wasting his money. So everybody was waiting in him, and the moment Dhirubhai entered, everybody jumped upon him. So, and everybody started becoming, questioning him. So he's asked, did you enjoy eating food and wasting your money in a 5-star hotel? You know what Dhirubhai said? And that is something I'll never forget. He said in Hindi, and I think maybe translation is not required, but what he said in Hindi is that, "Kaun bewakoof khana khane gaya tha?" Which fool went to eat food? I'm not a fool. Kaun bewakoof khana khane gaya tha? मैं तो ये देखने गया था कि दुनिया के जो बड़े लोग बातें करते हैं तो क्या बातें करते हैं. right? So he actually said, it is not like I'm going to waste my money. I did not go to a college. I do not know how to become rich. So I can only learn from people who actually have become successful. So I did not go to eat food. I went so that I could listen to people who are successful and then I can learn from them. And that was Dhirubhai Ambani from you, and that is what it started. And today, see, Reliance is what it is, right? So that is what I said, that you always have to be students in your life and always keep learning. All the very best to you, all of you, and good luck in your journey ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the practical pieces of learning that you have shared with our students. I now invite Ms. Ruhi Sayeda to offer some reflections on the industry today.
So it's still morning zone. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning and an energetic one too. I can see so many people here. Before you get to know my thoughts, I would like to thank respected Father Anthony, Praveen sir, and Preeti ma'am. So because of them, we are here today, standing here and trying to share our experiences and all. Also, I loved the takeaways from Bhaskar Rao Garu, Mario, and Debashish. You know, the I, we, the being humble, and the 3H concept, which Debashish just explained. Before we get into that, can we do a quick exercise? Everybody ready? Yes? Okay. I have 5 numbers in my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll pick up randomly 2 or 3. I'll say 2 or 3. Whenever I say 2, all of you raise both of your hands above your head and claps. Got that? Above your hands. Okay, let's start. Let's do a dry run. What number do you like? 3? Okay, let's go for 2. 2, come on. Only 2. Yeah. So if I say 1, it's just... Okay? 3. Exactly. This is the rhythm. 5. 4. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, we'll just change it a bit. Okay? We clapped. Now we will snap. Snap with both our hands. Yes, exactly. Okay? The number is... Ma'am, what number do you want? 4? Preeti ma'am says 4. We'll go for 4. I can't hear you. Come on, more. Number 3. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Wonderful audience here. I can also see so many backbenchers discussing something, critical things between them. So, I will be asking you certain questions, okay? You have to answer me back. Deal? Yes? Yes? Oh, wonderful. Who built Rome? Come on, tell me who built Rome. Do you know who built Rome? Romans built Rome. Do you know the name who built Rome? Okay. So according to Roman mythology, Rome was built by 2 twin brothers, Romulus and Remus. Okay? They were twin sons of a Trojan prince, Aeneas, but they were abandoned and they were raised by a she-wolf. So they wanted to build Rome. Now, can anybody tell me how they would have, built the whole Rome thing? What did they do? How did they build it? No answers. Come on, guys, think. So what happened, I'll tell you. Both brothers, they wanted to build Rome. Something happened, a conflict. It is as per the mythology. Then Romulus killed Remus, and he became the sole founder of Rome. The historians still debate this. So the point is, not that who built Rome, but that Rome was built.
Now tell me, there is a very famous saying with Rome. Do any of you know what that saying is? Exactly. Rome wasn't built in a day, correct? So what we aspire to build, we cannot build in a day, in an hour, in a night. Agree? Yes? But when I asked first, do you know who built Rome? You all said Romans. Did any of you take any names? Yes? No? Because we don't know, right? But you all can build your Rome and you all can give that Rome your name, right? Yes? You all can build your Rome, right? Now to build that, what do you need? Come on, tell me. What do you need to build your own Rome? Very good. Proper planning. What else? Come on, guys. Confidence, skills, and patience. Who said patience? Wonderful. Yes, and hard work. Oh, wonderful. So you all are already on the journey to build your own Rome. Yes? A combination of smart work and hard work both. Correct? So to build our Rome, we would need a vision. Where do we see? What do we see? What is the picture? What are we dreaming? Right? And then we need a planning for that. We need resources for that. Correct? Patience, persistence, everything combines and then we can build our Rome. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. Oh my God. Hungry everybody? Oh. Okay. Let me just quickly finish adding one story which I like a lot. See, I'll tell you why everybody is coming here and talking about stories, because that's how you connect with people. You know, the bookish knowledge is always there. You can read books holding in your hand, you can read a Kindle edition or whatever it is. But the way you relate to people is through stories. You go and watch a 3-hour movie, you remember the whole story, don't you? Yes, you also remember the songs, the dialogues. The conversation between people is also the same way, or if I say, it has evolved that way, that we connect with stories. We remember stories. Now, I see a young crowd here, and I also have all respected, delegates here. Yes. How many of you know about Panchatantra stories? Please raise your hands. Okay, how many of you are confident that you know what is Panchatantra stories? Okay, wonderful. So, who know the story about lion and hare? Lion and rabbit wala story? Who knows that? You know? What happened? Come on. See, why I am talking about a Panchatantra story is because we all know certain concepts, okay? But we don't know today's fancy names, linked to those concepts. We know that, we already discussed, we know that to achieve something, we need to do hard work and smart work both, okay? Similarly, this Panchatantra story of a rabbit and a lion, what happened? Lion started eating all animals. He said, every day, each animal should come to my den and I will have them as my meal. Correct? That was a starting point of it. What happened then? All animals were like, they were angry, they were, fearful and all. They don't want to be consumed by a lion. They don't want to die. What did they do? What did they do? They devised a plan, right? So they all came together. Then they sent this rabbit. Rabbit weaved a story. He took the lion to, his conclusion. What happened? He saved all the animals and he became the king. That's what it is mentioned, right? So Panchatantra stories somehow relate to the concept of the core and the more, which I am borrowing from Mr. Mario David, as his organization very strongly and deeply follows that. Okay? Whatever educational skills you have today, your MBAs, your BBAs, your BTechs, or whatsoever you have, those are your core, foundation of your, career, foundation, the basics which you have. But the more is something that you get to know the world. you get to know people around you. Example, you get to know how to network with people, adding more certifications, getting into internships, understanding the company culture, correct? Developing those extra skills, time management, problem solving, critical thinking. How do you deal with unusual situations? How do you react? Everything comes into that more part of it. Along with that, I would also like to add, you also need to be social and empathetic. Because, we all believe that only we are studying, we are learning, we are doing our jobs, we only have problems, we are happy, we are sad, we are in trouble. Is that so? No, right? Everybody, just turn your faces and look at everybody, each of you all might have some or the other problem. मम्मी ने पॉकेट मनी देने से मना कर दिया, डैडी ने गुस्सा किया, why are you going out with friends? No playing in the ground for long. Sit and read, complete your studies. What are you going to do in your career? All these questions, everybody has that. We also need to keep in mind that everybody faces the same thing. We are not new, right? And we are not alone. So everybody is together in this. So we all have to come out with a collective solution. Correct? And please be humble, please be empathetic, be happy, more than anything, be happy. Don't pressurize yourself. Learn your concepts. If you are great with your concepts, wonderful with your foundations, companies will call you, like left and right, they will call you, multiple companies will call you. You need to have those core and more, your exact skills and your additional skills. Okay? And for the rest of the day, we all are here to answer any of your queries. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ruhi, for sharing your wonderful thoughts. Now, I request Mr. Sadhu Sundar to come forward and share some thoughts with the students.
Good afternoon to all of you. Particularly, I thank Reverend Anthony Vinay Garu for giving me this opportunity. So, I find this is a very good forum, particularly when I refer my career itself. So, after my BTech, I joined in some private company and I have implemented some 3 cement plants. I have got a job satisfaction. But suddenly I wrote state group 1 services, assistant executive engineer public service commission. I got selection and I told my father, I don't join into government. Let me continue in private. But he did not agree. You have to join in government. Then I joined, but I am not satisfied with the government service. If at all I want to continue my career in government, I should go to the Excel. I should become a top. So that competition, I was going on writing group 1 services. Fortunately, I got in 1992 as a group 1 officer. I joined in the service. Next, my target was IAS. It was just narrowly missed 2 times. Why I am telling this is, now you are at this beginning stage. You have to remind one thing. I have wasted my life for 11 years. I have nearly 10 years I have wasted. I have come out in the 83 and I got selection as a group 1 92. That is about 10 years I lost. But during this 10 years, my colleagues have gone little bit ahead, but not in the career. So basically what you people have to think is that never go for a competition. If my friend, he got some good job, don't worry, you will get a better job than your friend. If you have a confidence, yes, all my juniors in engineering, 10 years juniors were my bosses when I joined in group 1 service, because fortunately they got early selection. But I was struggling because I am below the average student during my graduation. But you know that even after wasting 11 years of service, 10 years of service in my career, she just told hare and tortoise, that the hare has, tortoise has won the race. Similarly, when I wasted 11 years and when I waited, I could able to get a chance to become a CEO of a state government corporation for nearly 11 years. I was the MD for the State Trading Corporation for 6 years, MD for the Handicrafts Corporation. I was Director of Sugar. I was lead cap MD, the highest 8 years of service there. Other than that, Bhaskar garu chepparu, ask means attitude. You can achieve so many things with your attitude. I will tell you one example. When the state was divided between Andhra and Telangana, there was emotions between the employees. I am in the government. They wanted to choose one person for the committee who has to decide liabilities, assets and employees between Andhra and Telangana. So ultimately, both the government, Telangana Chief Secretary, Andhra Chief Secretary has accepted me for the convener of that committee, because I can handle with the people with my patience, with my attitude, because Andhra people will think this fellow is a Telangana. Telangana people will think this fellow is Andhra. He will do favor. So that attitude, I really liked Basrao garu message, very inspiring. Really, it is directly reflecting to me knowledge. What I advise you is knowledge. Never wait for any time. Gain knowledge. I have developed a culture. If there is any report, I will just read while going in the car itself. The moment any friend posts me any report, it was 300 pages. By the time I reach my office, I will read that report. Learn the culture of reading. Don't forget. Learn the culture of reading. And even if I get any court judgment of 400 pages, I know how the structure of the judgment. They will tell all the defining points and finally he will come to the conclusion. The moment you read the judgment in the conclusion, you will know what exactly it is. Hardly 4 paras if you read, you will know the entire judgment. So that is the reason you made a practice to read. Second thing, don't compete. I will tell you my children example in 5 minutes. My son, he is a mechanical engineer. All his friends wanted to go for MS. I told him, don't go. You be here. I will send you for MS. Then I asked him to go for an industry and learn the work for 2 years. So he has learned 2 years engine design, chassis design, suspension design, and overall gravity of a automobile. Before that, I told him, when you join in mechanical engineering, don't say mechanical is your specialization. I want what you want specialization within the mechanical. Sir, Daddy, that is not there in the course. That is there in your personal career course. You choose. 3rd year itself, you have to tell me. So he made thermal engineering, R&D, so many other things. Finally, he has come and told me, Daddy, I am into the automobile. Then go for all automobile industries, manufacturing industries. You start training yourself. Don't wait for BTech degree. So he did that. Then he, after 2 years, now you apply for him. Daddy, my friends already joined the job. Don't worry, you go. The moment he applied, he got the scholarship. Nobody else will get scholarship. Because of his experience, he got the scholarship. He did not waste even one day. He got immediately the world top company, John Deere Tractors, as a design engineer, and he got salary more than his friends. I told him, don't compete with your friends. You make your own specialization. You have, similarly now, don't worry for your career. You make your own specialization. So that way you have to improve your career. You have to design your career. So basic thing is, as other speakers told, hard work, patience, no competition. Similarly, after completing 30 years of my service, after this, just before Corona, I retired. After my retirement, some company wanted some MD post, so I have given my profile. All the directors, top directors are there. Arvindo Pharma MD, Newland Pharma MD, all are there. They have seen my career. Sir, you have enough experience. I don't want to interview. what salary you are expecting? I said, I am not for the salary. I am there only to work. Don't give me any, don't decide any salary. Let me join. Whatever you give, I will join. After joining, they have seen my work and they went on increasing 50,000 every year. Sir, we don't interfere into your affairs. You go ahead. I had a number of problems in my organization because I am telling you as a private CEO, because you're all management students. I think many of you are with engineering background. May I see many of you, may I see engineering background people here who has done their BTech and they have come to MBA. Anyway, most of them are from BBA or BCom or something like that. But still, management is different. When you go for a management, you have to decide financial management, HRD, or your marketing management. So when you do that, in the beginning of your course itself, you spend time to work hard. You have to decide yourself, by the time I complete my MBA, I must be in a position to publish 2 articles in a reasonably good magazine. Second, I should represent in a seminar, just like as how I am speaking. Whatever knowledge you have, in the beginning you don't have much knowledge, but you can improve excellent communication skills. You will get the confidence that you can do all challenging jobs in your career. Similarly, make yourself specialization. Do one project. Don't do for your college. Don't do for somebody else. Do for yourself. Dedicate yourself. If somebody asks for an interview, what is your specialization? You must be tell, sir, I am master in this. I have done so many. These are my articles published. This is my seminar. I am master. I have got a subject command, particularly in this area. That way you have to drill down. Same qualities my daughter too had. She has done her BTech, then she did her MTech. She said that I want to do my project in the best. She went to Central Road Research Institute. She did her project. Then she got 100% scholarship for her PhD in Australia, and she did her PhD. She got a job in the best company, Jacobs Engineering Group, and she really enjoying her life. No doubt, you may waste your time in your career, but in the life I am telling you, I wasted 10 years to get my Group 1 services. But 11 years I was the CEO of the state government. I never had a regret. Many of 5 years seniors, when I was in engineering, my senior most people, they used to come me, sir, I want this transfer. I am involved in this case. I used to talk to many many IAS officers. I used to help them. I have got a life satisfaction. Not that my seniors has become. So no competition in your life. It is a very patience. You should be very confident. You have got your own specialization. If I call somebody, if I ask you, what is your specialization? Don't say I am MBA. Sir, I am MBA in so-and-so specialization. This is my article published in the so-and-so magazine. I have represented 3 seminars. You have symposium. Why don't any of the students come and speak here with your own knowledge, how you have gone, how you made yourself specialization. These are all very tasks. Anyway, I am going to close my lecture, and 2-3 incidents what in the recent past I have come across during in my this one. We have got a strong trade union. Because you are all management students, I wanted to give you. So the trade union used to come, they used to blackmail. My senior was there, he is 80 years old, he cannot handle with BP and all that. I said that you leave it to me, sir, I will take care. They used to put all contract employees permanent, and they used to want plots and all that. No private company give any plots to the employees. This sort of things they were doing. I said that, see, you go for maximum violation, whatever you want. You want to damage the plant, damage. You want to break down everything, you break down. But it happens only once. Let it happen, I am ready. Let it happen, I am ready. You will maximum damage, let it, I don't bother. But you and your children and your Families will struggle once for all your life. You mind it. I will get my salary. I told that. They were wondered. And after that, simply I called my contract work. I have changed this contract labor into work contract. Now I don't have any labor. I have only work contract. I will give lump sum work. They have to do. I have nothing to do with how many labor they are engaging, timings and all that. Once work done is I used to give. This is one example. Second example, all these people wanted the superannuation of 60 years. Private company, it is only 58. Our management has also not agreed. So I said that management not agreed, you can't give. So one fellow, he was retiring that day. So I gave him 1 month notice. I told him, this is your 1 month notice, you are due for retirement of this day. So he took gladly. So I had my lunch and I was going to home. This fellow took the letter. Within the plant, he committed suicide. Within the plant, he committed suicide. My GM got BP full. He was shivering. I said that you go first and join in the hospital. I am coming back to the office. I went there. Entire union has come. Sir, we want his life. We don't know how you get his life. See, this is the question because you are all management people. That is the reason I am telling my live example. I said, what is the mistake? We have an agreement. You all signed. You have agreed for 58. If that fellow signs for his personal reasons, how management is responsible? No, this, that, all. Somehow I managed with the police and all that. Later, I have caught 3 people and given a dismissal notice to those 3 people. Immediately, all other people have resigned from their membership. Now we don't have any trade union. Nobody is coming forward. I gave threat and whatever compensation I have paid, I am collecting from those employees. No loss for our management. These are the certain things. Like that, I used to come across so many in the private management as an MD. So with these few experiences, I wish you all, you should have a great career in future and you will chalk out. Forget a competition. Who is doing what? What my brother, my cousin, my relation, he is getting job. Don't worry. Let it be 4 years, 5 years. If anybody of you is going for a IAS competition, IPS, you are ready. You can waste even 5 years. If you don't get first year, leave it second year, leave it third year, leave it 4 year, leave it. In the meantime, many of your friends get married, children and all that. Don't worry. Even at the 6th year, if you get income tax officer or Indian Railway Service, you are a successful man in your career. So with these few things, I wanted to wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for the motivation that you have given us. Students, a request and a note. Let's respect the audience who is here. In spite of their busy schedules, they are here to share their experiences with us. So let's respect their presence here. Now, before we move further, I would request Mr. Ramchandar to kindly share his thoughts with the students.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here with all of you, in the presence of Reverend Anthony Garu and my friend Mario and Devashish and many Ruhi and many other dignitaries. I just want to, the Bolinini chairman of KIMS, he was actually telling one thing very importantly is attitude. See, in the era of maybe 70s, 80s, people used to take the people from the NITs, IITs, and they used to, because people who are having IQ is going to be the big, and they are actually the real heroes those days. But today, if you see the recent news, IIT Mumbai, which is number 1 in the country, don't have placements for 36%. India's premier institute facing the problem of placement, You think about under Usmania, who will get the placement? I'm not actually demotivating anybody because I am also from Kakati University and Usmania I did my doctorate. What I want to say is you should have a, a growth mindset for yourself and also you should make things possible. So once upon a time, people used to hire for knowledge, train for skills, fire for their attitude. But today, it's a completely different. Hire for the attitude. Anyway, you have to train for skills. You have to see that the person is learning. Why? A lot of companies are laying off the employees. Any reason? Any reason? Anybody? Google is laying off. Even Amazon is laying off. Why? What is the reason? Anybody? Sorry? Yeah, it's a performance. It's a competence. Okay? There may be the huge number of people may be there. People who comes under lowest level of the performance. They may be meeting 100% of the target. But still, in GE, once upon a time, Jack Welch used to see that even the person gets 100% performance also. Because there the norm is minimum 105, 120, 125. The G is now. Today the same thing happens. You might have a lot of capabilities and competencies, but that's not going to be there. Are you comparable to others in the organization? Are you a good performer? Are you a star performer? Are you average performer? But not low performer compared to others. So this survival mindset is going to be there. That's where you need to come back and work a lot of things and soft skills. I'll tell you. So how many like apart from dum biryani, fried chicken biryani? Okay, very good. Why I want to? Because you listen biryani way, I need to talk, then only you remember the things. So fried chicken biryani is not originally fried chicken. You should have functional competencies. Functional competencies means you are a HR. You should know what is the recruitment, what is the placement, what is the selection. If you know, no, you are not going to get the placement. Sure, you need to go work on Indeed, work on social platforms, understand the different sources of channels. This one. If you are a marketing student, do you know the digital marketing? How many of you know digital marketing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay. So when you are taken once upon a time when I studied, marketing is more about sales. But today it's a digital marketing. You can influence, you can get the customer, you can become, very good. You can do sales through digital marketing. That's a very, very important. So today, one thing is happening is our life is getting disrupted. Our life is becoming agile and we have to adopt the technology. So this is, I call it as a DAD. So when we have a lot of responsibility in organization, digital, so disruption, agile and technology, you have to adapt. You are in finance, you are studying. So by the time you complete this one, you have to do one internship for the accounts understanding, whatever the blah, blah, blah. So people normally what they do, they will actually try to take their seniors or they go to their cousins and they'll try to put their projects in place. No. I know one of my junior, they came from Kakati University. Two of them, they kept actually the wrong project, the stolen project work. And one of them, actually, he worked with me hard, my junior. Now today is a Asia Pacific Director HR for one of the leading MNC. Why I'm saying is, as everybody is saying that, there are 5 works you have to do, only not hard work and smart work. You have to do first homework. Every day, whenever you are attending the class, go back and what you study, journal it, remember it, discuss it, debate it, and dwell on that. Number 2 is hard work. Homework के बाद hard work आ जाता है. If you don't do homework, you are attending the interview. अरे कौन सा company में जा रहा हूँ मैं? What is this company all about? What are the typical roles is there? What kind of skills they expect from me? If you don't do homework, even if you do hard work, you prepare, tuck, 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 you prepare a lot of things, you go. But if you don't understand business domain, you are going to fail. That's a very, very important. So today, functional skills is very important. Whatever the functional area, you are a business analyst, you are a A&ML, data scientist, whatever it may be, you need to get into there and don't afraid of the technology. Technology is only when you learn it, you will make it. Otherwise, you can't make it. I do mentor around 10 to 15 products in HR space and also customer space, and I actually enjoy it. I work for a company called Danish Group, Ayushman Bharat Digital Health Mission. We are working, and every one of you, maybe in the next 5 years to 10 years, every one of you health records is going to be there electronic. If you are moving from one village to one hospital, Apollo, if you are coming, with the OTP, your entire health records is going to be changed. And with that, not only that, with A&ML, in the last 5 consultation that we can predict what is the diseases that you are going to get. So you think which domain you want to get into. So everybody want to become software engineer, everybody. So focus on, I'll give you the real market analytics. Marketing, if you are going to, sales is going to be there. If you have very good communications, take it. Don't worry about it. Because 70%, 90% they'll get the jobs. Finance, you need to compete with the CAs, ICWAs of the world, and you need to be much smarter than them. Okay? 20%. Only 5 to 10% people should have empathy, really interested in people, they should take HR. But I strongly advise and take even people who are interested in entrepreneurship. Please think about it. It's very important. Even if you fail, don't worry about it. Today, I advise a lot of people in T-Hub. T-Hub actually created more than 2,000 companies since 2016 to till today. So go, understand your concept. Today, for example, you see how many, once upon a time, we used to have tea in most of the Hyderabadi caves. But today, there's a tea time, chai wala, blah, blah, blah. Today, there are many chains. So unorganized to organized entrepreneurship is happening. So this has come, one of the Hyderabad-based entrepreneur, Kakinada-based entrepreneurs, they have created more than 400, 500 chains. So think about entrepreneurship also. That's not wrong, even if you fail. But for this, what is very important is homework, hard work, smart work, teamwork and network. Most of the people, they'll go up to smart work. If you want to become manager, do smart work. But if you want to become leader, do teamwork. If you want to become better leader, extraordinary leader, you should also network. So there are 5 works is going to be there. What is that 5 works? Homework, hard work, smart work, teamwork. Even one of them you are going to miss in your life, you are going to be just manager in your life. So please try to understand. And next is very, very important. I just want to tell you functional, then business skills also you need to know. You need to know numeracy. For example, you are getting into one business. That's where you need to understand this business I want to join. What is the growth plans, how it is. For example, I'll tell you one of my story. I worked for Reliance Retail and Reliance Industries between 2007 to 9. When Mukesh Ambani was telling, we was laughing. I want to make this company 1 lakh crore company with 5 lakhs employees. Okay. We used to listen. He used to start morning 10 o'clock to next day 3 o'clock. He used to take session. His vision is to articulate. And we used to think that, ye banda kya bol raha hai bhai? Jaisa you are thinking about me. Ye banda kya bol raha hai bhai? Okay. Okay. You are thinking about me. I know that. Okay. But I'm not worried. I need to tell my stories. I need to make you to understand what exactly. Today, the same Reliance Retail company is a 2.3 lakh crore with 4.1 employees. So 5 lakh crores, his vision is 5 lakh crores, 1 lakh crore with 5 lakh employee. But today, they want to achieve by 2026, by 2023 himself they achieved with 4.1 lakh crore, 2.3 lakh crore. So your mathematics is wrong. In business, anything happens. 2 into 2 into 2 into is not that. 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of. Those are the business skills that you need to learn. Please, if you just know the mathematics, even if you are a IIT engineer, you can't do business. You need to have business skills. Understand market, understand customer, drive the things. That's where the thing coming. Today, you know, OYO you know very well. Okay? There are Taj, there is ITC, but OYO guy, what he did? Any one of you know the story? OYO's Ritesh Agarwal? What is the story? Please, speak. Yeah, story is he was working with a small town in a 3-star hotel or less than that, large kind of thing. Whenever customer used to come, he used to give a lot of negative feedback of the hotel because of there is a good linen, there is no good bathroom, there is a good. So he took that feedback. It was more than 1 year he worked. Then he thought that why can't I give good experience to the customer and make it happen? So he started going and asking anyway, any large and this one, there is a occupancy will be the only 50%. He used to tell that, give me 30% of your rooms, I will take care. And today he is a leader. He don't have his own inventory. He don't have his buildings. So this is the out of the box thinking. So convergent thinking, divergent thinking. This is very much required. So these are business skills. Next, behavioral skills. What is your superior, subordinate, customer, as well as vendors expecting from you is good communication skills, good interpersonal skills, good leadership skills. These are the very, very important. So I want to give an acronym to remember this. So functional competencies, behavioral competencies, and business competencies. Functional, so what I told you is fried chicken biryani, functional, core or business skills and behavioral skills. For that, you need to have 4 things. One is leadership. You have to demonstrate wherever the job you are in. You may be I am a customer survey executive in a hotel. Okay? So you know, most of the time you experience bad, good, ugly also in hotels. But if somebody does extraordinary service to you, are you willing to go back again? With a good, food and everything, will you go now? So that is called leadership. Even if you are a waiter, please do your job as a leader. That ask them what they like, how to customize, how to deliver the service. That's very important. Next is innovation. Innovation is the order of the day. Without innovating, you can't actually do anything in your life. Okay? So you have to innovate your business. You have to innovate yourself. Your mind also you should innovate products and services. You have to deliver accordingly. Next is ownership. You need to take ownership. Don't blame others. Because of my mother and father, I am like, otherwise I would have joined in IIT. Don't do that. Okay? That's a very, very important. Because you have seen both Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. What is the difference between? Anil Ambani gone to the losses and he is facing the problem. Why Mukesh Ambani became richest man for last 15 years? The reason is he demonstrates leadership. Today Jio is number 1. Lot of innovation. He has given his telecom business to his brother, but still when non-competition agreement is over in 2014, he started again. He became leader with innovation. Okay? He was telling one word, data is the new oil. What is the meaning of data is the new oil? Anybody? I'll give the gift. What is the meaning of it? So you need to understand business language. That's he used to get a lot of money from the Reliance Industries where oil used to get, but more than that he is going to get, when you consume his data, 20 GB, 30 GB, he is going to get the money. That's the thinking that you need to understand. The business language is very important. Then networking. Networking is actually everything. Networking creates network if you do rightly, positively and professionally. If you just don't do networking, I know this guy, I know that guy. No. I know Revanth Reddy, but Revanth Reddy don't know me. Please try to understand. So go and try to get into the right network, right people. So these are the few things I wanted to discuss. And recently I want to tell you, What is the biggest movie in the recent Bollywood? RRR. That is a Tollywood movie. Don't tell me. I'm also fan of Tollywood. Animal. Anam? Who is the animal guy? Animal guy Sandeep Reddy. Where he is from? He is from Warangal. I'm also from Warangal. Okay. Second, who is Ranbir? Ranbir is known for what? Ranbir is known for what? Lover boy, comedy. Okay? He took him, he changed his mindset, he presented it differently. It became blockbuster. And nobody allowing Sandeep Reddy to come to Bollywood. But he actually ready to face anything. So that kind of contents required for all of you. See, I'm telling you, there are 20 interviews you are failed. Don't worry about it. 21st interview you will get succeed. But you have to learn from your failure management. This is the one thing you need to know. Being a management student, you should also do. This is what not told by me. I learned from APJ Abdul Kalam. Learn how to fail and also come back to the best. Become the best of your version. So this is what I want to tell you. So please focus on your these things very, very important. Recently, see, a lot of people think they'll have a lot of dreams. For example, Paytm, recently what happened to Paytm? So this is the business knowledge if you are not going to have, I'm telling you, if you do 10 MBS also, you can't become successful. What happened to Paytm? Because of non-compliances, SEBI ordered them to close their Paytm bank, payments bank. So always be the basics of everything. Learn basics. Try to start from homework, hard work, smart work, teamwork and network. Don't try to get to, I know this guy, I know that guy, I know the minister. My papa is a bada politician. I am a rich born with a, that doesn't work in the market. Whoever it may be, you have to come through the process. You have to put the hard work. You have to learn everything. And that's where skills and competence is important. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the words of wisdom that you have shared with our students. I thank all the speakers who have given valuable inputs to our students. So, students, we have now come to the most crucial part of today's program. We move on to panel discussion with our industry experts, and we will also give you some time for question and answer session where you can pose your questions or doubts or concerns you have. So let me begin with a general challenge that the colleges or students are facing today. It is the transition of a student from having an education, a student mindset to an employee mindset because they have to shift gears. So I request Charmaine and Yogit to kindly throw some light because I believe they are the youngest resource persons here. So can you share your struggles or your experiences or what it took for you, to make the transition from being a student and to be industry ready?
Very good afternoon to the management and dear students, all the dignitary dais on the dais. I'm here to throw a little insight on what the industry demands when you step into the corporate industry. Today, when we were sitting in the boardroom, Father actually highlighted that students are a bit worried about how they would be employed and how they'll get their jobs and things like that. But to be very specific, there are n number of jobs in the industry when you step out of the college. But it's only the skill set that makes the difference. I would like to just narrate a short story. There was a woodcutter. Who wanted a job. And he went to the timber merchant. Just 10 minutes of my time, okay? He went to the timber merchant and he asked him for the job. Everything was agreed upon. and the pay was agreed upon, the terms and conditions of the work was agreed upon. The the timber merchant decided to see how the woodcutter would go and cut the trees. The first day when he went to cut the trees, he chopped around 30 trees and then he came back to the timber merchant and he said, "Sir, look, I have cut 30 trees." He said, "Well done, continue and keep up the good work." Gradually, over the weeks, what happened was the number of trees that he cut down was only decreasing. And then he was not aware what was the reason why it was decreasing. He thought that maybe some health issue, or maybe he's getting old, or maybe he's getting too tired cutting the trees. And then he went to the timber merchant and said, "See, this is what we agreed upon, but I'm not able to meet your expectations." To that, the timber merchant only asked him one thing. He asked him, "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" The woodcutter said, "I had no time to sharpen my axe. I was busy cutting the trees." So this is the only question I would ask you students. When was the last time you sharpened your skill set? Students, change is the only thing that is constant in today's world. Nothing has remained same over a period of years. Everything will be changing. How many of you in this crowd, I'm sure not most of you would be knowing, there was a social networking site called as Orkut. How many of you know about Orkut? I think 90 students or 80 students would be aware of it. In as much as you know, people are using Instagram today, even Facebook is there, but then the social networking site, as much as people use Instagram, people don't use Facebook. There's another upcoming app which is called as Threads, which might overtake Instagram in a few years. So what I'm trying to say is nothing is constant in today's world. Change is the only thing that is constant, and it is very difficult to adapt to change. As students, these 2 years, what you all are given, this is the right time to polish your skills. As students, if you are given a project, respect your deadlines. Respect your deadlines, complete the work with a sense of responsibility. If you polish your skills here in these 2 years, in this platform, when you step into the corporate industry, it will become a cakewalk for you. Always own a sense of responsibility. Always develop the quality of leadership. When an event like this is being organized, I see so many students taking the initiative, coming forward to run this event. That portrays their leadership skills, isn't it? And then when you're given a task, how soon you can take decisions. That will enhance your decision-making skills. Creative skills, adaptability skills. This is what the organization is looking for, and these are nothing but classified under power skills. Today, the organization doesn't look for how much of technical skills you have. That might be 30%, but 70% what will help you grow in your career, which will help you climb the ladder once you get a job, is only power skills. And work on it. This is the 2 years what you're given is the right platform for you to polish your skills. And I would like to end with a saying. The future belongs to those who learn more skills and build them in creative ways. So students, build your skills, not your resume. If you have a section in your resume which states list your additional skills, you will jot down like stating decision-making skills, time management skills, adaptability skills, EI, emotional intelligence skills. But then the interviewer is going to ask you what in college you have done that you have written these skills. Can you demonstrate? That is what is being asked in today's interviews. So be prepared, polish your skills, and have a good future ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charmaine.
Good afternoon, one and all. Actually, I think it's lunch time. First of all, I would like to thank Reverend Brother Anthony sir and Shivani ma'am for inviting us. So, as Madam asked regarding transition, so first thing, transition is not for you. This is the first time that you are getting transition. Like you will be transition from 10th to inter to degree, and degree to post graduation. After that, then job. So let us, this transition will be happening. But first of all, I would like to thank all the organizers who have organized, because you made me remember my college days, where you people, all the organizers were standing this side and this side. These people, who all are there here, like this side and this side. These people, I think they might have planned it from, from past 1 week or 10 days in order to, get this day happen. So you have made this transition of the previous day to today. So there is some kind of transition, what you have done, what you have planned, and this has transitioned here. So my only point is, anywhere, everywhere you go, just have a plan. Your journey, ఇప్పుడు మీరు, if I can, I'll just convert in Telugu. Is that okay, sir? Yeah. Okay. Telugu okay na? ఓకే నా తెలుగు? నువ్వు అంటున్నారు కొంతమంది, బట్ స్టిల్ తెలుగునే వాడతారు. Yeah. So, this camera is there, no? I was just checking the YouTube. There are 5 views of in their college. You can all open your YouTube in which this is running, and you can check. And camera person, మీరు కూడా అందరినీ చూపెట్టినట్టు, so that they'll also, get into the video. If you can open your app, YouTube, and just check, this is live going on. Okay. So one thing is, see, transition, don't be worried about, you'll get job or not, or this all thing. When I joined my first day of the college, everyone, first year we will have this introduction, like tell about yourself. So everyone were telling that, I've tried for IIMs, we got this. I've tried for that college, I got this. So I told that colleges will not make, colleges or this institutions will not make good employees or entrepreneurs. It is you yourself who will make the college. So one thing what I want to tell is, if you are having a plan, meticulous planning ఉండాలి. అంటే every task మీరు ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారో, ఇప్పుడు you want to join any organization, or now MBAs are there, HRs are there, everyone's are there. So you decide what you want to, and then understand the plan, and then execute it. Now all the dignitaries here will help you in, you getting into your journey. జర్నీలో వాళ్ళు మీకు హెల్ప్ చేస్తారు, కానీ డెస్టినేషన్ వాళ్ళు డిసైడ్ చేయరు. మీరు డెస్టినేషన్ డిసైడ్ అయితే, we all will help you, like how you can go, where you can go, what skills you have to learn. So decide your journey. And transition specific ga maatladte, only one thing what I'm telling you is, organize yourself. If you are organized, now see, this guy is taking, he's actually collecting memories for the organization, and many people are here are doing some of the, I think this is the organizing committee. So all the people who are there, who are joining this organizing team, definitely if you transition yourself from here to here, you will definitely transition from here to here. So what I'm telling is, organize yourself and have a plan. Planning is the most important thing. Small thing also you have to plan, and then the transition will be very easy for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. Next, I would like to ask Mrs. Nilofer, as you have a NGO. So can you throw some light on what opportunities do management graduates have in the various NGOs? Can they take it as a prospective career?
So hello everyone. Myself Nilofer, as ma'am mentioned, like how many of you are aware about NGO? Yeah, most of the people, because in Hyderabad we have a lot of NGOs, like more than 500 NGOs. So I'm Nilofer. I'm a professional social worker, as in I have done my master's in social work. And so you can, like many of you have made this question, ki matlab social work is a different sector and the management is a very different sector. How Nilofer ma'am is here or Nilofer is here.
So during my graduation and post-graduation, what I understand is we as a social workers closely work with the corporate people. Like whoever started the NGO, whoever knows the NGOs, we sustain ourselves mostly on CSR funds. How many of you know about the CSR? Yes. So CSR nothing but a corporate social responsibility, which like all the corporates who have like who are making 7 crores of profit in their company will take some percentage of their profit for the social cause. So how you can contribute into that is you'll get matlab, you need to explore opportunities in NGOs. Like you will get to know when you start working with the NGOs, you will get to know when you start knowing about the NGOs. So as my like in my NGO, like we like I started an NGO called Good Universe, and we are working on women health and climate change. In which what we are doing is like we are educating women on their small aspects like health, education, and we are advocating the school going children and college going children how they can reach their goal with all the क्या बोलते conditions and all the excuses which our family members give us to not to go ahead. So through your management studies, what you can do is you can start investing your time into social entrepreneurships, where you can start your own business and you can start support women to like you can start support a cause called women empowerment. How many of you know about women empowerment? Because like from last 10 years we have like been listening about women empowerment and all. So yeah, so our NGO is also into a women empowerment where we are empowering women, and we are letting women start their own businesses, and we are making them we are helping them to make it profitable. And and as like ma'am asked me how management student can help in the social sector. So as I mentioned that you can support social entrepreneurship, or you can start your own venture in social enterprises, and you can start your own NGO in women empowerment, and start working with the school children and all. And it's good, no, like you have started your own company and you are working on you're working with the people and you're changing people's lives. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, as many of you have pointed out, I think emotional intelligence is something where students need to do a lot of learning. So, Krishna sir, can you throw some light on what is the role of emotional intelligence in a corporate career and how students have to embrace it?
Sure, ma'am. I'll do that. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Father, and the college management for this opportunity. All of you have heard the distinguished speakers say many things, right? In terms of what the industry expects. So they said you need knowledge, which is the domain skills. They said you need communication, the ability to articulate, right, what you are thinking, and also the attitude, perseverance, honesty, empathy. I broadly put it across as soft skills. So if I say it's a intersection of all three things that the industry is requiring: your domain skills, your soft skills, and the communication skills. When I look at the building behind the picture, it reminds me of my college days. I studied from that college about 22 years ago. I'm a product of Department of Business Management, Osman University, and I'm a last bencher. So I could relate to what you might be going through listening to us speaking from this side of the dais. A few things, as students, you probably need to slightly reorient. You still have a year to go if you are currently in your second year of MBA, right? What is the change that you require to come to this side of the table? And one very important thing that I would look at it is, there are some fundamental issues or fundamental thinking that we lack as students at this stage precisely. I'll ask you 3 questions. Please answer those 3 questions without looking at your mobiles, without using technology, and 5 seconds is the answer that you have to give me. Okay? First question. What is 10 square? It took just about a second or two. Correct? What is 10 square once again? 100. What about 100 square? Slight bit of a confusion. Is it 1000 or is it 10,000? I had two different answers. 100 square is 10,000. Perfect. So all of you were able to answer it within 5 seconds without the use of technology. Now the third question. What is 104 square? I don't have a single answer in 5 seconds. I'm extremely sorry about it. Now, let me ask you this question. Pay attention. Let me ask you this question. What is a plus b whole square? It didn't take even a second, guys, for you to answer. It just took the time to answer the question. That's it, right? When did you learn this formula? In your school days? Why is something that you learned in school days is so stuck with you today? School days, I'm not even talking about the graduation or post-graduation, right? Why? Because you did not learn that with something in mind that I want to achieve this. You learned it because you had to learn it. You learned it because that is foundation. Now apply the same logic of 104, Baba. 100 plus 4 square is to puch rahe. 100 square already you told me it is 10,000. 4 square is 16. 2 into 100 into 4. That's all you have to do. Application of what you learn is very, very essential. And that is something that you guys have to start thinking. I'm from an accounting background. So while I did my MBA, I'm also from an accounting background. So I'm sure some of you must be from the BCom background who are doing your MBA now. If you ask you this question again, what does a trial balance give me? Why is trial balance essential? And a basic accounting question. You will, am I hearing it correct, saying that arithmetic accuracy? A trial balance gives you arithmetic accuracy. Correct? That's what we learned. But when we learned that accounting activity, did we also come across something called as a tally, which is an accounting solution, a software? All of you agree with me? Did you go through that? Now the question is, does tally permit you to pass a journal entry or a posting without the debit and credit being equal? It doesn't permit. It says there is an error. The system says there is an error. Then what are we talking about arithmetic accuracy? The system is already taking care of it. Isn't it? So these questions, when we learn from a student perspective, we learn because trial balance, the question is, exam mein question aayega. I learn current ratio from a question which may come in my ratio analysis question in the exam, and hence I am learning ratio analysis. But I have seen a multitude of MBA students, graduates over the years who do working capital management as a project and specifically focus on current ratio for a banking company, HDFC Bank Limited. What are we talking about? There is no question of a current ratio as impacting a manufacturing concern rather than a financial concern, right? We don't apply. So what you need to know, what you need to start thinking is when you learn these concepts, because you have to come to this side of the table at some point, are you sure you are hitting the foundational questions correct? The foundations are very essential and you need to know for the purpose of knowing, not for the purpose of examination. That's the only way you start understanding what we are trying to ask. Bhaskar Rao sir was telling you that knowledge is very essential. What knowledge? This is what we are talking about. And how do we get to know this? And I have a technique for this in terms of how you can be as management students. Come up here. As very much a learner I am, learning is fun always. But I would say, added to that, so is teaching. When you teach some concept, you really understand what actually is the concept about. Because you don't have an examination in mind. You have the wanting to explain it to somebody in your mind. That means you need to learn the concepts. So make small groups within your friends. Whenever there's a subject that is there, make a small group, start discussing the topic there within that group. That's the only way where you can start understanding things. When you come this side of the industry, all associated aspects that you guys had in terms of being an empathetic person, wanting to be an attitude, all of them will set in place as long as you are foundationally clear of what you are learning. And that would be my take, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think I have one last question for Mrs. Catriona. Being a senior HR, ma'am, can you talk to us about what was that you look for in a student appearing for a very first interview?
Hi everybody, good afternoon, and I'm Catriona and I lead the HR for Thomson Reuters. So interviews is something that we do daily because we do have a lot of job openings. Now when I interview somebody, it is not about whether they can do their job. I've not tested them for that. What I look is how confident they are when they walk into the room, how presentable they are. One of the things you would have heard, or if you have not heard, it is always dress for your next level. So when you go for an interview tomorrow, which I'm sure all of you all would over the next few months, remember to present your best self at the interview. Be it in the way you're dressed, be it in the way you comb your hair, your footwear, your perfume, your watches, everything matters, right? That's the first impression. First impression is very, very important. The second thing that is very important at an interview is to know for what you're applying for and understand the role. Know who your interviewer is, go to their LinkedIn profile, understand who they are, what they have done, understand the organization that you are getting interviewed for. Because when I interview people and I find somebody coming in and telling me that yes, I already know what Thomson Reuters does, it makes me feel that the person has done their homework, and somebody didn't mention homework is important. So for me, being prepared, being presentable, articulating, there is a huge difference between communicating and articulating. Be attentive at the interview. Listen to the question, understand the question. It is okay to ask the interviewer to repeat the question if you didn't understand. But once you understand the question, give very short and crisp interviews. Always remember that the person who's interviewing you on the other side of the table is doing that as their job. It is not important that they select you. And you are not the only person getting interviewed for that role. You are one among 100 of CVs that come for a certain role. So if you want to stand out at an interview, your impression that you make on your interviewer is really, really very critical. Understand the organization, know the role, ask questions, ask the right questions. Don't ask questions just for the sake of, asking questions. Know what you want, know what you expect. And I think, that would be your first step. And as you transition from, campus to corporate, remember that over here you are so cushioned. You have your lecturers, you have your friends. You do something wrong, your lecturer will just call you into a room and say, listen, that was wrong, don't do it again. You have your friends to support you. When you go out into a corporate, it's very, very different. You're all alone. You have to make new friends. When you step into the organization on day one, you are looked at as competition. You are not looked at as a friend. And in order to, be above the competition, it is important for you to be ahead of people in the race. Everybody spoke about AI. AI will not take away your job. But if you don't know AI, somebody who knows AI will definitely replace you. So your skills become very important. Be up to date on your skills. Today it is AI. 20 years back it was Excel. People didn't lose jobs then. People won't lose jobs now. But today, will I hire somebody who doesn't know the basics of Excel? No, I wouldn't. Tomorrow I wouldn't hire somebody who doesn't know the basics of AI, right? So it is you who makes your career. the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you conduct yourself, your attitude, your preparedness, your thoughts about what you want is the only thing that will help you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the practical learning that you have shared with us. We thank all our speakers for their valuable insights. Hope that was a great learning experience for all the students. Let us thank and appreciate all the resource persons with a round of applause for all the knowledge that they have shared. Thank you very much. I really thank all of you. Now, students, it's your time. With the permission of the resource persons, we want to give some time for students to ask their queries or questions or concerns. So, students, let me give some instructions before you ask questions. Like I already told you, I know it is 1 o'clock. We will wind it up by 1:30 sharp. So, please be a little patient. You've been a wonderful audience till now. So, some instructions before you ask questions. Please raise your hand and stand up wherever you are. We have our volunteers. They will help you with the mic. And please wait for your turn. We will try our best to accommodate your questions. And one request is please don't repeat questions or topics which have already been covered by the resource persons. So please keep this in mind. So I now give the time to students. If any one of you have any questions, please stand up and raise your hand wherever you are. We have our volunteers to help you with the mic. And the resource persons are free to take any question. If any one of you willing, please take up the question.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Aditya and I'm from Tapasya Degree College. So my question is there a growing need for entrepreneurial skills and entrepreneurial mindset in this current era?
As I told you, 3 levels. If you just have an IQ, you can become manager. If you have IQ and EQ, you'll become leader. If you have IQ, EQ, RQ, relationship quotient and social quotient and spiritual quotient, you are going to become entrepreneur. Example, I'll tell you. Way back in 2000 when the Reliance started, Dhirubhai Ambani told to Mukesh Ambani that we should remove the postcard which is the cost around 40 NP from the market. You prepare your business strategy like that, and he just did it 2 years, did his homework, then he started introducing. Today you know the story. So entrepreneurship mindset required lot of understanding customer needs, lot of understanding how you are going to build the business model, how you speak to your customers, and how you are going to continuously satisfy them and emerge as a leader. So entrepreneurship mindset, in fact, when you go to organization to become an employee, that's a plus point. I'm telling you. I will not take people who are not having, especially in my organization, my management expects to have, even the failed entrepreneur is also rather than having IIQ. Having 97% guy who is having good, decent skills and everything, but somebody failed in his life, but also coming with a lot of entrepreneurship, I'll prefer this guy than high IQ and high academics guy. Those people, because they are not practical. Why IITs, IIM guys are not becoming actually the Prime Minister of the world? Why only the Modi has become? The reason is they will understand the society much better. Entrepreneur also same. Entrepreneur is not just only money making. Please remove that mindset from your mind. They are doing so much service. They are creating jobs. They are actually trying to build the nation. That's the mindset that we need to have. And entrepreneurship is a much plus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really insightful. I also have another question, sir. So when we talk about entrepreneurial mindset, we always talk about risk. How important is risk as a factor in growing business?
If you're going to sleep tonight, there's a risk you may not get up tomorrow also. When you're going out of this college, there's a risk that you may not cross the road, somebody's going to dash you. Okay? In everything in life, there is a risk. Okay. But to be very specific, number one, we need to have the appetite for risk. If you want to be an entrepreneur, there should be an appetite for risk. Now, the fortunate good news, one of the speaker already specified saying that from 2016 till now, the T Hub has created more than 2,500 entrepreneurs already. Okay. The last what I read in an article is 2,758 companies were already been established. The risk appetite has become much smaller now because if you have a core concept and if you're able to articulate it well and if it makes sense, there are so many companies that could sponsor you. There were a time where you put your personal money and when you lose that money, the family gets into an issue, you get into depression, the risk appetite was much higher. But now there are a lot of forums that are available where if you have a core concept and people like 2-3 friends together also proposing a core concept, and there are a lot of forums to support you and encourage you financially and also to guide you till the business gets started up. Apart from that, the government of India itself is promoting entrepreneurship so much, from the manpower, from the tax, to many aspects are being waived off. Okay, so there is a huge encouragement toward entrepreneurship and your risk appetite is much more easier now. So you don't need to worry about that at all. Focus on your concept, focus on your product, and focus on your pitch. Okay, and you will do very well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we have another speaker to add to it.
All right. To add to your question, Abhishek, right? Aditya. All right. Sorry, I got the wrong. Now tell me, when you said risk, right? Is risk important? Is what is the question that you asked, right? Can't it be an upside risk that you have to think of? Why is it only a downside risk? You are management students, right? There is risk in everything. So there is an upside risk. So please pick up entrepreneurship. There is always a possibility that it will go up. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Shravani. I want to ask you a question. That is, when we get into job roles as students, what are the main challenges that we face immediately?
All right. So very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais, and Reverend Father Anthony Vinay for inviting me being here, and Mr. Praveen as well. So my name is Malcolm. I head a company called SM The Skills Hub. Been into corporate training as well as into campus training projects for the last 15 years. Shalini, that's a very good question because I wanted to, the main idea behind this event, which we call the iConnect, is also to let you give some tips and knowledge to students like you to live up to your expectations and understand what is expected out of you from a corporate life, right? So if you can sit down, please take your seat. So one thing I'd like to say is, as a student, when you are going to join a corporate company, you need to understand about... Can I continue or we continue with that? All right, sorry. So one thing you need to understand is, as a student, you have a very carefree life, all right? So you come to college, you attend your classes, you have your lecturers, your professors giving you lecture, you go back home, and that's it. That's the routine life that you have. But when you join a corporate industry or you start working, the first important thing you need to understand is responsibility, right? You are going to represent an organization. There are certain expectations out of you as an employee that you're going to be an ambassador of the company. There are certain skills required for you to function. Your performance is going to be monitored. Your productivity is going to be monitored. Your quality of your work is going to be monitored as well. And most importantly, your attitude as well. It's going to change, right? Time is very precious. As a student, it's going to be very, very easy for you. Time goes off, time flies. But when you're working, you have to have time management, which is very, very important. You need to have your priorities set in terms of where do I see myself in next 5 years? If I'm joining an organization right now at an entry level, okay, do I want to continue the same job rest of my life for 20 years? Or I look up to myself in the hierarchy, some way I want to be a director, I want to be a senior director. So something, so the priorities and the goals, you set short-term goals and long-term goals, which is going to be a part and parcel of your life when you become an employee as well. And last but not the least, in terms of challenges, I would look at challenges as an opportunities for growth. At the same time, it's views towards failures. So do not hesitate to create any mistakes. Make mistakes, make as many mistakes as you can right now, because this is a platform. When you make mistakes, you are aware of what is right and wrong. And that is very, very important for you at this stage. And when you go forward, it's also learning from your failures, which are very, very important. So don't feel bad that I failed this time. Don't feel bad, okay, I've attended 3-4 interviews and now my self-confidence is very low. It's a learning experience. You will learn from those learnings and from those mistakes. And that will make you a better person tomorrow to do much better in your interviews as well. So that's what I'd like to answer the question. Thank you.
I'll just make a very well said, sir. I'll make a just quick point. Music bhi chala sakte ho, no, but I like that. The main difference between when you are a student and when you go to a corporate world, as I think there is one, okay? As a student, what happens? You're only responsible for yourself, correct? Like you have to get your CGPAs, you have to get a job, you have to get your internship. You are only responsible for yourself. As long as you get a job, clear the interview, get your CGPA, you are happy, your parents are happy, everybody is happy, right? It changes when you go to a corporate organization. There, when you come and join any of our companies, you're not only responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your team. I cannot say that, you know what, I have done a great job, now I can go back home and my team can go to hell. You cannot say that, you know what, I'm a Virat Kohli, I've scored a century, my team can lose. Is it okay to say that? That's the main difference you will find when you join a corporate organization. It is not good enough to be a Virat Kohli and score a century. You have to be Virat Kohli, stand till the last ball, hit a 6 on the last ball and win the match for India. That is the difference between college and corporate life.
Sorry, I'm taking quite a bit of answers here. To add to your point, the specific challenge as a fresher when you come to the industry that you are going to face is in terms of being burnt out very fast. When you learn, when you're in your college days, you're learning too many things, right? Let's say you take finance as a specialization, you learn the world of finance jargons and things like that. When you work, especially when you first transition, the first job of yours is always going to be a very small part of that large finance activity. And you start getting frustrated very soon because I'm doing only the same thing time and again, day in and day out, and it tends to put in a little monotony. And that's there with every job. It's not just with one specific finance job. Every job has that. The point that you should, as a student, to look at is that you need to have the patience to hold on to this side of grinding for a couple of years. Because for, let's say, Debashish is giving you an opportunity in Barcadia and he has to see you whether you are skilled to raise to the corporate ladders. He needs time and performance to evaluate. And that comes with a couple of years at least. So if you start burning out, let's say 3 months in the job, 6 months in the job, I don't think that's going to be very helpful for you. You need to have perseverance to stay put and see through. Because your career is a 25-30 year career, right? First few years, I think you need to be patient. So the challenge has to back up with your patience. Thank you.
So we all are taking a lot of time. All our respected dignitaries have given you guidance, what you need to look at when you are transitioning from campus to corporate. I would like to take a little detour I would also like to add, do not sulk and ask questions. I've learned asking questions from Mario. He emphasizes on ask questions. So if you have given a task and you are not able to understand, please go and talk to your team lead, your manager, ask questions. But just don't be quiet, don't take that pressure. Don't think that, oh, maybe I am not capable, maybe I'm incapable of doing this, others are able to do, I'm not understanding. No, don't do that. Ask questions, try to understand what it is about, take a timeline from them, try to work on that. But please remember, never ever sulk and never just maintain that pressure, just accumulate things. Don't, generally we all tend to do that. We don't speak, we don't share what is happening or what we are going through. So my only advice about this with all these guidance would be, share what you are going through or share if you are not understanding anything, and please keep asking questions. That will get to that level where the company is expecting you and where you would want to see yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gauri. I hope you all are having a very good time at our college. My question is that, according to today's trends, what are the top most skills that we have to prioritize as MBA students? And also top 5 courses that we should do rather than doing MBA, like apart from it. Thank you.
I'm not going to answer that. But I'm going to tell Aditya, you already have a risk taker who made that noise. Find who's that guy, join him in your business. Okay? And Shalini, you have a fantastic voice and good confidence. You know, your voice was very strong, audible, and very confident. Okay? So I already mentioned one skill. Rest I'll leave it to the expert.
See, I'll come with the 2 courses, one soft skills and hard skills. Hard skills are the technology skills today. So MS Office, all those things anyway you are going to learn. If you are not going to learn, see, in corporate there are only 2 things will happen. One is either perform, otherwise you are going to perish. There is no in between. If you are not going to perform, you are going to just ask to leave. But how it is going to happen is just because of skills. If you are not going to update yourself, for example, communication skills, the first that already Mario was actually telling, everybody was telling. If you don't have communication skills, it kills you, your career. As simple as that. Okay. Second, my friend was asking that why we need to consider risk taking. Risk taking itself, not taking itself is a risk in your life. If you don't apply for job and if you don't go and take the risk of attending the interview, that itself is the biggest risk in your life. So don't think about all the risks that you used to take. I'll tell you one of my story. When I was studying in Kakatiya University, Masters in Human Resource Management, I used to come to NHRD network, Begumpet, this one. My classmate used to tell me that, Ram, you are wasting your time by going to meet industry people, what you are going to get. So I told that I just want to learn HR because I had some experience in HR. I want to become as soon as a good manager. Then they used to tell me that, अरे तुम क्यों जा रहा है? तुम पीते नहीं, खाते नहीं, तुम तो waste है, बोल के बोल रहा था मुझे. So then I used to come Kakatiya, I used to take 15 rupees. I used to come and spend a lot of time. I used to meet a professor called T.V. Rao. He is called father of HR in India. IIM Ahmedabad. Okay. And I used to meet a lot of industry people. And by the second year I completed. One of the recruitment consultant given me on the occasion of my marriage a gift to Infosys for interview. Okay. I got it. So networking works if you really work hard. It doesn't work just I know somebody it doesn't have. Second is communication skills. First, leadership skills. So if you are good in certain area, for example, you are good in organizing certain things, you do it, demonstrate, take it to the notice of your teachers and your managers. That's a very important. That's the leadership skills. Mean lead the people positively. In this process, you have to have 2-3 things very important. In today's world, it was not the 30 years back. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and belongingness. You try to get along with the all types of people. अरे मैं तो तेलंगाना बंदा हूँ, मैं तो आंध्रा बंदा, ओडिशा बंदा से नहीं चलता मेरा. ऐसा attitude रहने तो you can't do anything. So first, change your mindset. Second is equity. Treat everybody. You, even though you are manager and leader, treat your team members as equal as you are. Treat them positively. Then include the everybody. Don't based on certain assumptions, don't exclude the people, treat them badly. So people, when you are in college, you will only appreciate the people who thinks like you. That's a very wrong. That's a very wrong. For example, if I want to take in my team, I will take the person who do not think like me is not important for me. What are the skill set is coming? What is the mindset is coming? How we can add value to my team and encourage. For example, I don't know my ANML dashboards, I don't know. Somebody is coming, sir, I am good in AML. I can make a HR analytics dashboard. I will take him. Even though he is agile, he may not speak very well. That's fine for me. That's fine. But his job is to present my dashboard. That's a very important. And next is so you need to learn AML definitely. Second, so if you just know the recruitment is not enough. You need to know what is the top recruitment hire to retire, how one technology can really surpass, what is the different source of channel, that you try to get the practical experience. That's a very important. And fourth, not fifth, become an emotional quotient. Somebody is mentioning. So IQ, EQ is very important. If you just only helps your academics to 5% to enter into the corporate, 95% your EQ that works, your SQ that works, NQ that works. If you don't understand this, you may have a lot of things in place, but something is not going to happen for you. So don't only believe in logic in your life, believe in magic also. That's a very important. So which you can need to make for yourself. Nobody is going to cook for free lunch for one of you. You have to cook for yourself. You have to, and also give it to your friends. Then you will become leader. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maria. I'm from Tapasya Degree College. My question is, what online platforms or resources do you find most valuable, to learn new skills or acquire knowledge?
You know how I learned negotiation skills? I'll tell you all, okay? I studied in Loyola College, Chennai, BCom. Okay, now, my attendance was exactly first year 16%, second year 22%. Third year my attendance was little higher because then only they'll give you the hall ticket to write the exam. So whenever I bunked the college, there's no online platform all those days, okay? So whenever I bunked the college, we used to go tribbles. There was a bike called Aeropook. You heard about that? It's no more available. We used to go tribbles. And hardly we used to have pocket money, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, that's it. There's a place called Spencer's Plaza. That was the only mall during those days in Chennai. Mount Road, Spencer's Plaza. Tribbles we used to go. Police used to catch us. Now we have two options. Whatever 10 rupees we have, give it to the police. Or somehow negotiate and escape from the police without paying a rupee. We always negotiated and went without paying a rupees, and that's where on the road in Mount Road I learned negotiation skills. Now regarding the online platform and all, I'll leave it to the expert now. Okay.
Interesting question actually, regarding which platforms teach you the most. Google Mata Zindabad. Correct? Now, rather than saying which platform gives you the most knowledge, I would say what you should learn to keep yourself away from ill knowledge specifically. Because there's a lot of stuff out there, right? Both good, bad, everything comes with its own positives and negatives. I would suggest ask a question whether there is any element which you have learned new using that platform without being unethical. Please understand, if you have learned any new aspect without being unethical about it, then I think that platform is good and you can move on to the next platform. So every platform teaches you something as long as you try to grasp what it is. So I would leave that answer to you because you are the one to decide whether you have really learned something from that platform or not. Even I'm a very big fan of K-dramas. I keep watching. You do learn some things, right, from there. There are positives and negatives. The dramas are very short, but they are culturally different. So you need to connect with what is correct with you and what is not, and then decide for yourself whether it is good or not. Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. Myself, Fardeen Khan from Tapasya Degree College.
One moment. I would just like to add on to be more specific with the two dignitaries, with what they have said. To be more specific, what are the online platforms that you asked for? There are many online platforms which allow you to register for courses for skill development. They are LinkedIn and Udemy, Skillshare, Coursera, Masterclass. These are few of the online platforms. And today when you join organizations also as an employee, they will allow you to enroll into various skill development programs, register yourself. Some might be paid, some might be unpaid, free of cost. So that might help you develop your skills. To be more specific. Thank you.
So, good morning, one and all. Myself, Fardeen Khan from Tapasya Degree College. My question is that, as in my knowledge, most of the companies demand from a candidate experience with good skills. But as a fresher, how can I tackle that situation after completing my graduation or post-graduation?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Fardeen Khan.
Fardeen Khan.
Fardeen
Khan. All right, so wonderful question. In fact, many students do ask me the same question, and that's the reason I raised my hand to take up this question. First thing, it's very important you to understand that this question is very common. Many students who are freshers will face this question, especially from HR. You don't have any experience. How do you think you're suitable for this job? So my question to you is, what is it that you think you can answer this question? How can you answer this question? What kind of expertise do you carry as a fresher? You have to think about your experiences in school and college. What have you done? Have you taken up any responsibilities? Have you participated in any competitions? Have you been a part of any event like in college? If you've organized a FET event in college, so what are the qualities you require to organize an event? I'm asking you this question.
A good leader and a manager, a good manager.
Very good. What else?
And good communication.
Very good.
With
Excellent.
the team members.
Yes. Collaboration.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Collaboration, teamwork.
So those are the things you need to look on. You have to sell yourself. Let me tell you, interview is all about you selling yourself to the person. You're a product, right? So I need to be impressed and look at the job description and role and responsibilities that you carry for that particular job. So you are looking at, okay, if I don't have the work experience on hand, but during my college days, did I showcase that skill? And that is where you relate yourself to. Have you been a good team player? Have you been a good team leader? Have you been good at decision-making skills, problem-solving skills, critical thinking skills? So you are looking at your college days. Where did I do this? When did I get an opportunity to display that skill? And that is where you're trying to utilize that and share those examples to, catch this answer. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, here you need to understand this. I want to bluntly tell you, Indian education system teaches you theory till 16 years. That's the biggest flaw of our education system. Okay, I am actually advisor for many colleges and board of studies member. The challenge is our education system is a broken education system. I'm sorry to say, but this is aware, because I learn 100 swimming books. I read, but I don't know swimming kind of thing. But the people who is going to become the real successful is the Ambanis and Adanis, or maybe the XYZ Ritesh Agarwals. why they are emerging is they are very practical, they are shrewd, they are actually trying to learn from their experience. So move from theoretical knowledge to practical experiment knowledge. That's very, very important. For example, you are actually in the college, take one project, take a professor's help, come to a company like me and solve the problem which is not solved by many people. That is going to really help you. And during that 2 months, 3 months internship, I'll find you all the skills my friend was telling me. And this is how I did it. I used to, when I'm a HR student, I went to RAM Info System. Before that, I did my psychology. I have beaten psychometrics. And you believe it or not, same guy, after 10-15 years, he was actually working with me as a consultant, even though he's at HR. What I want to say is, the world only required the people who aspires, the 99% world aspires for them. But people who do not aspire, I don't have any thinking, everything I wanted spoon feeding. Example, most of these days, every parents want to spoon feed everything. That's a very, very real, that's going to be the destruction to the student itself. That's where that's why the Chaitanya and Narayana batches is going to face a lot of problem. Because I'll become broiler, chicken rather than Deshi chicken. So you know what is the difference between broiler and Deshi chicken. Try to put yourself in most of the problems where my friend was telling that problem solving ability is the first ability any manager, any MBA student should think. Second is critical thinking. Third is adaptability. Fourth is resilience and flexibility. These are the few qualities everybody is seen. So if you are just learned MBA, got 95 marks means I don't appreciate. As a HR, I am not looking any academics much. I'll give you 10-20% weightage for academics. All other 30% of this one and 50% I look for experience. Even in the college, for example, you have done some, for example, these people, how many people are organizers? How many people are organizers? Maybe the 20-30. These people will first list in this one. Second, people who are questioning me. People who are actually for least bothered for me, who's not questioning at all. Because there is a one saying by Jiddu Krishnamurti says that the question asked yourself or others only makes changes for your life. That's a very, very important. Thank you very much.
Respected madams and teachers, about my question, how do you balance the need for innovations and creativity in practical on limitations in your work? Once I can repeat the question. How do you balance the need for innovations and creativity with the practicals or limitations in your work?
First of all, there should not be any limitations. Limitations is something you probably create within your own head and your own mindset. So when you are working, whichever be it, whichever organization or whether you're doing something on your own, one of the things that you need to really remember in order to grow, remember that there are no boundaries, there are no limits. The moment you're putting limits and boundaries for yourself, you're stopping your own growth. Right? So I don't believe in limitations, I don't believe in boundaries. It is important to be creative, it is important to keep thinking always. What you did yesterday is not enough for today. If you do what you did yesterday, you will earn what you earned yesterday. If you want to grow and earn, you have to be thinking ahead of time, you have to be upskilling yourself, you have to learn more, do more. How will you do that? If you don't create, if you don't innovate, you're never going to be able to move ahead. So it is important, and innovation and creativity is not very complex. It is in everything that you do. So say for example, you're studying, right? You spend 1 hour per day studying and you're only able to study so much. You may want to think, how can I be more creative so that I can increase my study capability within the same 1 hour? How can I study more? How can I grasp more? You need to learn about yourself. So self-awareness becomes very important. So don't keep limitations, don't keep boundaries. The moment you have that, you are cutting down your own growth and you won't move ahead as soon as in the pace that you want to. Important to be aggressive on yourself, important to push yourself, be relentless. Think creativity is not, oh, I have to be creative, I have to innovate. It is not as complex as that. It is just about thinking, what next, what better. Remember, big processes are made up through small steps. So the moment you're able to, think better on the small steps, automatically your bigger steps become better.
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is the last question of this session. What advice do panelists have for students seeking internships or research opportunities within the industry settings?
So I think if I understand, you're asking about internships and apprenticeship programs, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like to share my thoughts with you, since I've been very closely working with NSDC, National Skills Development Corporation of India. So what we've done is NSDC has worked with different sector skill councils across in different industries. You talk about retail industry, you talk about IT, ITS, we have NASCOM, you talk about the logistics sector, we have the manufacturing sector, the pharmacy sector. So the sector skill councils, as the NGO ma'am also spoke about, the CSR initiative, many of the corporate companies have tied up with NSDC, and you do have something called NAPS, National Apprenticeship Programs, available online. And every student across India can log in there. You have a login site, please go through that site. Log in there, you have your user ID and password. You get every information about the internship programs and the apprenticeship programs. So whichever role that you want to do, whatever kind of field that you want to join into, what is the duration of the internship programs, what are the benefits that you get while you do the internship programs, that information is available for you. So I would suggest please go through the NAPS. Even you do the Google engine, just click NAPS and you get the complete details there available. All right, thank you.
Okay, so I would like to ask, how would you guys describe the corporate culture?
Out of syllabus question.
There is a one saying in management, your strategy is going to be eaten by culture for breakfast. Your strategy is going to be eaten by culture for breakfast. You have a lot of ideas. Example I'll give you. I want to become a good swimmer or a athlete. But if you don't wake up at 5 o'clock, what happens? You can't become. Example, PV Sindhu, she used to stay in railway quarters when she started as a child for this one, tennis. Then after, she used to travel by bus, she used to get train, and today you know the story. So anything that you required, if you have a great ideas, great thought process is not just important. You have to have a culture. Culture means yourself, how you manage yourself, how you manage others, how you manage organizations. So this culture, if you don't have, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Means morning itself, if you are waking up, for example, you are supposed to come at 10 o'clock to office. Nice, sir, I can't come today. I have that problem, this problem. So somebody who is actually physically working like company like me, we do give work from home also in the medical emergency. But I say that, bye-bye, Tata, that's where, so B is important. Culture is very important. This is like breathing. If you don't have breathing, what is going to happen? Die. Simple. If you don't have culture, you are not going to connect with the people. You can't actually do your work better, and you can't actually become the important in the organization. So culture is a core value every organization looks for, and that actually changes you from just a simple person to leader. Okay, good luck.
Okay, why I said out of syllabus, I'll tell you. There's a reason I said out of syllabus, because every corporate is different. JP Morgan, Chase and Co. highly inclusive, diversity, equity, inclusion. We'll do gay and lesbian parade. Will Apollo Hospital do that? No, they will not do that. Totally different. Every corporate has their own culture. But one thing is common is it's a rat race. You will all be judged. There'll be a PMS appraisal, there'll be a bell curve, we'll give a rating and we will judge you. Unfortunately, the system is designed where 10 people should be down, 50 people should be in the middle, and 20 people should be on top and rest should be disappearing. Okay, that's the reality. That's the reality. The corporate is paying you a salary, you will be judged, there will be a performance. Culture is an unspoken language. Every organization gives importance. If you join an insurance company, a sales-driven culture, hardcore target-driven. If you join a product company, a different culture. There are deadlines. You need to meet the deadlines. You have to extend. You have to work longer hours. If you join a hospital, it's a different culture altogether. Every bed is a profit center. As soon as one patient gets discharged, another patient has to come. Then only there is a profitability. So what is the turnaround time between changing one bedsheet to another bedsheet? So there is no standard answer for culture. Your mindset is your own culture. Be flexible, be adaptable. That's it. Whichever company go, be open. Enjoy your work. Don't get stressed. Enjoy your work, go meet a lot of people, learn, have fun. Right? Life is too short. Have fun. That's it. That's all I would like to say, guys. Last question, no? Okay. After this, tomatoes will come flying on me. That will be another culture. I'll stop now. Thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate Akash. He has come forward from the government degree college. He wants to raise a question. As the time was up, we were restricting, but he insisted because it is in the minds of every student, but they are not coming out. So on behalf of all the participants, he wants to ask one question. Please.
Good afternoon, one and all. Sir, your experience, according to your experience, sir, which is best, sir, job or business? I am little confused, sir. Please clear my doubt.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you. You came at last, but you are the first business entrepreneur. So, very good afternoon. Thank you for giving opportunity, my dear students. Dear students, better to my humble submission to all the Centenary College of Management students of the MBA. Okay, so we people all are rather than jobs givers, rather than the job seekers. I am reiterating my word once again. Once again, I am reiterating my word. Job givers rather than job seekers. As a friend, as one of the students who has raised the question, as I mentioned, better to approach right mentor, and whatever the idea, whatever the dream you have, that will be converted into reality by utilizing the financial support which is extended by the Government of India, Ministry of MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. One idea can change the entire life. For your only idea, you incubate the idea, that idea will goes to you will be the innovator. Where our ministry recently announced Idea Hackathon. Idea Hackathon, where you are eligible for getting your idea 15 lakhs as a seed fund. Once the seed fund is given to the host institute, same like Centenary College Management, they act as a host institute that will be incurred next level for the prototyping demonstration activity. Once the idea is gone to up to the higher level, then they are going to extend financial assistance for you 1 crore rupees. 1 crore. Imagine where your earlier first seed fund is 15 lakhs for your idea, then that will be prototyping demonstration purpose. They are going to extend support for the another 1 crore rupees. Once you receive the 1 crore, then you have to prototype that caters the needs of the MSMEs. That is the way we would like to. I will once again urge you all the students, MBA students, you please, rather than the job givers rather than the job seekers. And I urge you all our dignitaries on the dais, please, the students, we have the very good collaboration activities, sir. We conducted one MDP program recently under the Ministry of MSME, where students very good ideas. That ideas will helpful for your job roles. Please extend your cooperation and select as many as possible for this college. Thank you for giving opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank.
Hello? Yeah. If you work for yourself is a business with a lot of, focus how to serve the customer. If you focus, I want to just limit my risk means it's a job taker. So you choose as per your talent and your commitment and your risk taking ability. There is no right and wrong things. It depends upon your motivation, depends upon your achievement orientation and risk taking capability. See, both are good, but you need to understand yourself and you need to put yourself into the most of the conditions. That's all.
Most of the students are leaving. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, good question. What about your boyfriend? You don't have boyfriend? Okay, guys, please make a note. She doesn't have a boyfriend, okay? You want me to announce your number? She said, how can we face fear, rejection, dejection from family and friends? So when you said friends, I wanted to ask about the boyfriend part. Don't feel bad, okay? As soon as you are 16 years old, divorce your family. As soon as you are 16 years old, say goodbye to the family, stay alone. When you do that, nothing will matter, number one. If you are still stuck with your family, it's a problem. And one thing, all these mama's boys, they know are very close to mama. Never get married to those guys. Girls, that's your advice. The day I decided to get married, I went and told my mom, Mom, you know what? I'm planning to get married. I'm going to stay separate. Lot of emotional drama, crying. I brought you up for 20 years. Everything I took care of you. How can you do this to me? You're becoming a henpecked husband. Now only you're starting to listening to your wife. All those drama she did. Went to an extent, she said, I will also commit suicide. I said, you do whatever you want. I'm still going to stay separate. Because I will go out, go for a night show, have nice biryani, because topic was biryani, right? And I don't like fried chicken biryani. It should be nice mutton biryani. Okay. After biryani, I will go to, what is that place here? They sell ice cream in the night here. What is the place in whole city? Huh? No, Creamstone, no. That is very expensive here. We need 50 rupees, 100 rupees ice cream. Mosamzai market. Yeah. Mosamzai market has all flavors. Famous ice cream. Creamstone copied. See, even the mic couldn't digest the ice cream. Creamstone copied from famous ice cream. Okay, so I think they didn't patent it. If famous ice cream would have patented, it would have been better. After having ice cream, I'll come home. My mom will open the door with a smiling face in front of me. But as soon as I go to the work, she will torture my wife. And two women sharing one kitchen is World War III. So, the crux is human beings, 2-3 human beings together, there's always going to be a disaster. Okay? What's your name here? Look at me. Huh? Already you found a boyfriend, you're looking behind. I know all the handsome guys are sitting there. Okay. You're not at all interested. Okay, that's a different topic. We'll not talk about that now. Okay. See, don't expect support. Don't expect support from anybody. The more you expect support, the more you are dependent, it's going to be a problem. Okay? Be very strong. Emotional intelligence, I think the Group member already spoke about emotional intelligence. There are 4 aspects to it: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship management are 4 aspects to that. First, you need to know yourself better. If you don't know yourself better, you will be rejected, dejected, and messed up. So come here once to the stage. Let me do a psychological test to you. Come here. Come here fast. I'll do one psychological test to you. Okay, give me a mic here. I'm going to ask a question. I'm not a magician, so don't worry. I'll not turn you into something. Okay, guys, listen carefully. After this, anybody else wants to take this test, you could taste. I'm going to ask you 8 questions. You have to give 8 different answers. Simple question. Nothing about quantum physics, rocket science, nothing. Question number 1. Who are you?
And myself.
Question 2. Who are you?
And myself.
Different answers. 8 different answers. Question 1. Who are you? You're myself. Question 2. Who are you?
And me.
Same answer. Myself and me. I think you're English professor. Okay. Question 3. Who are you? See, this is the problem. You understood, guys? You cannot answer the basic question, who are you, even for 3 times. Getting the problem here? When it's not a mistake, everybody over here, we don't even know ourselves. That is the reason, due to this lack of our self-awareness, the entire world is messing with her. If you are clear with your thoughts, if you are clear of who are you, not even a hair, sorry, I have very less hair, but not even a hair can touch her. You getting my point? Okay, so this is the biggest lesson that you need to know is, don't focus on how can I manage people who are messing with me. Focus on yourself, on how can I understand myself better, and I'll tell you, you will see a different world altogether. Another way to see a different world altogether is, you can wear on contact lenses. Thank you. Any other questions? I'll give you a practical answer, okay? Don't worry. I'll not bore you. Guys, any questions? Nobody? Okay, then in that case, let me share you my life story little bit. I'll share my life story little bit of what happened when I got married. I already started it, I'll share it. Praveen, just check anybody has tomatoes, onions or anything. Nobody has, right? Yeah, then it's okay. You know, all through my life, I studied in a boys' college, Loyola Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Chennai, Kodambakam. Till 12th, we have to wear on uniform. Those days, there is no intermediate. After 10th, you will wear on colorful dress, nothing. Till 12th, we wore on uniform, tie and all. As soon as I finished my 12th, immediately they joined me in Loyola College, which is boys' college. During that time, it is all boys' college. My father was a major in the army. We were 2 siblings, me and my younger brother. He wanted one to join the army. I became the Bakra. Okay. As soon as I finished my college, I immediately joined the army. There also everywhere only boys. So all through my life, there were only boys. Whereas, all my friends were going to Marina Beach. There's a Marina Beach. They're going with their girlfriend, having fun and all that. So I had a major problem. You know what was the problem? I did not have a girlfriend. So I told my mom, you know what, this is the problem. I did not have a girlfriend. Boys college, boys school, now army also is only boys. What do I do? She said, next week onwards, you start going to church, she said. I thought, should I go there and pray for a girlfriend or what? But then I understood when I went to church, I was always outstanding student in the church till now. Father, just for your information, outstanding student in the church. I always stand outside the church. I never go in. And the only objective to go to the church, I know you understood by now. So as soon as the mass got over, I'm watching around, watching around, watching around. And finally, to cut it short, that's where I met my wife and I got married to her. Father has come, okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for patiently listening to all our questions. I thank all our resource persons for being so patient. Before we proceed further, we at St. Mary's Centenary College of Management would like to acknowledge the presence of many UG/PG colleges from various parts of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. We have selected few colleges who have represented in large numbers, only to encourage them for future collaboration. I request a single representative from the college I call upon to come on to the dais and collect the mementos of appreciation. I requested our director, Reverend Father Dr. P. Anthony Vinay, to present the mementos. New Government Degree College, Kayathabad. Let's give a round of applause for all these. Tapasya Degree College. Keshav Memorial College. St. Pius Degree and PG College for Women. Anybody from Diwan Bahadur Padmarao Muralidhar Degree College, please come on to the stage. Make it fast, kindly make it fast, come. Even as Father is presenting the mementos, an important announcement regarding feedback. Our volunteers have already distributed feedback forms. Kindly please take some time to fill the forms. Thank you, Father. Kindly please take time to fill the forms and submit them at the registration counter. And please make sure you submit the feedback forms.
This is a time for our closing remarks. See, when the hall was full, when everybody came, but most of you have stretched your wings and stayed back. This is where you are stretching yourself. You are accepting the knowledge. This is how you are different. So good afternoon, one and all. We from St. Mary's Centenary College of Management are delighted to share our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one who made our event Connect-2024 a grand success. The insights provided by many of our resource persons, naming a few, Dr. Bhaskar Rao Garu, Chairman of KIMS, emphasized upon attitude. Mr. Mario has emphasized upon the skills which are required like networking, adaptability and communication. Mr. Debashish, Senior Vice President, Barcadia, emphasized on 3 heads. And Sadhu Sundar sir emphasized upon to be practical. And Ramachandra sir has insisted upon developing growth mindset in the people. Homework, smart work, hard work, teamwork and network. 5 important skills to be learned. Then Shamin emphasized upon adapting to the change. You change your skills according to the change which is needed in the market. Then C.S. Krishna sir has emphasized upon application of your learning is essential and clarity about what you know or what you learn is very important. Then Nilofar ma'am emphasized upon corporate social responsibility and empowering yourself. That was a very important thing and a different thing, where you can make thinking out of the box and not only think about the jobs, you start your own enterprise. That is how you can empower yourself. Then Katrina ma'am emphasized upon being prepared, presentable, articulating yourself. Big process starts with small steps. So you have taken a small step by staying back. I really appreciate you guys. This information was very helpful for the student community who are the major beneficiaries of this event, sir. They could understand the challenges and importance of extracurricular skills required to learn and upgrade before they face the corporate world. Our college desires to be a launchpad in grooming excellent, versatile young management graduates who are ready to face the corporate challenges, thus enhancing the employability of students and contributing towards building a strong workforce for the nation. Now it's time for the formal vote of thanks. We staff and students of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management would like to express our heartfelt thanks to our management, Hyderabad Archdiocese Society, for the trust and support extended to conduct this event. We thank our beloved Father Reverend Father Anthony Vinay Garu for his encouragement, support and suggestions from the day the event was planned until now. To be frank, the main idea or the seed of the symposium was laid by the Father. His guidance and roadmap definitely played a major role for the successful execution of this event. Thank you, Father. We thank all the dignitaries, our resource persons for the day who accepted our invitation and spared their valuable time and knowledge with us. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts, sir. We would like to continue this professional relationship in future for the benefit of our students. Thank you all, sir. We thank all the principals and students from other colleges without whom this event could have been hollow. Thank you all for your active participation. We are very grateful to all 25 to 28 colleges who have sent their students within a short span of our invitation and their active participation. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the teaching and non-teaching staff of St. Mary's Centenary College of Management and St. Mary's Centenary Degree College for their continuous support during our journey and being there with us for everything. We thank our core committee students who are pillars for this event, for their relentless efforts to make this event a grand success. You are a true inspiration for upcoming batches of students. Thank you and keep it up, children. God bless you all. Last but not the least, all our own students who played a major role for the happening of this gala event. Thank you all. Now let us all stand up for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
A small announcement. Students, you all can proceed for lunch, but the host students, that is St. Mary's students, kindly come on to the dais to click a picture with all the resource persons. Thank you all students, you can proceed for lunch. St. Mary's, the certificates of St. Mary's Degree College will be given to you tomorrow in the college.